It's a thing of beauty right now. I just sat and admired for a good 45 seconds.
There is that only a homeowner can appreciate that. What you're just saying is that feeling that especially when it doesn't rain that often in the morning, but if you are, I guess even at night too, if you're backing out and your car lights catch.
Yeah, they glisten.
They glisten, and you can see the grass and the rain, and it's just there's a feeling of satisfaction that only a homeowner with a lawn can understand. The other sense of satisfaction you have is, please tell me you're going to take a picture of that and send that to Stoke.
Well, here's the deal, and it's become definitive, I think. Stokley attacked me. He attacked me from my time with Washington and essentially said I wasn't really a hog. Called me a faux hog.
A faux hog, yes.
Yeah, a poser hog, he called me.
Poser hog.
So, as you know, I sit here and people ask me to sign things.
You do get a lot of fan mail. You get
tons.
I mean, nobody here at the station gets fan mail.
I get a lot of fan mail.
You get a lot.
But a lot of people ask me, and I always give them this address to the fan. I said, just send it here, and I'll sign everything and send it back, which I do. And so today, in the mail, Mike Evans, I get a little poster card, and I'm going to show this to the camera here. This says the Hogs of Washington. And on this poster, it's got Jimmy Lachey in the front, Russ Grimm flanked on one side of Jimmy Lachey, and yours truly flanked on the other side of Jimmy Lachey. The Hogs of Washington. Nanny boo-boo. Stick your head in doo-doo. Thank you, Joseph. So, Stokley.
Flex, good flex.
Pound sand.
Yeah.
I'm going to send this to you so that you can show it to your old folks that you're taking money from right now.
Pound sand, moron.
I'm gonna take a picture of this, and just to let you know, faux hog, my arse.
Yeah, no, you're with the OG Hogs right there.
Yeah.
Just lick the envelope.
Let me just wrap this up.
Disgusting.
And put this back in the mail today. You're welcome.
So yes, send your fan mail to Mark or to me.
Send your napkins to Mike.
Just include it in a self-addressed envelope, and he will send it right back to you.
That's right.
He's very good about that.
Yes, very good.
Just don't do what sometimes happens, where there'll be something sent to you, but it will also include like a John Elway card, and the accompanied letter will say, "Hey, Mark, can you get John to sign this for me?"
Right. Yeah.
That will go into the trash.
Right. Exactly.
How'd that work out?
Not so
hey,
good.
Mark, can you get Philip Lindsay to sign this for me? I've been trying. No, not going to happen. Not going to happen.
Yep. Philip Lindsay on the Wall of Good.
The Wall of Good.
We determined that
We
yesterday.
determined that.
Yep. He's not on the urinal by the
or in the closet of so-so.
Or the closet of so-so.
Yep.
No. So we are underway. A lot to talk about today. We've got the Game 6 of the nothing to gain, everything to lose playoff series for the Nuggets, according to one Mark Schlereth.
Correct.
Nothing to gain.
Nothing to gain.
Everything to lose.
You cannot gain a single
There's
thing.
nothing they can do tonight,
right,
in addition to winning, that can impress you.
No. I'm sure David Adelman has got certificates of participation if they win tonight. He's already probably written them up, You guys played hard. You shot the ball well. You showed up and you competed and things of that nature. But there is nothing from a fan basis, based on what we have seen, based on the injuries that Minnesota has, based on the lack of competitiveness or the lack of stick your dukes up, so to speak, after the besmirching of the entirety of the team by one Jaden McDaniels. There's nothing you can gain. Like it's all a loss if you don't win this series. Then you're going to be dead to most Nugget fans. Dead to them, I say.
Well, I do disagree with you. I think there's a lot that can come out and will come out of a win tonight, because you will acknowledge, right, that Minnesota plays exceptionally hard. They're well coached, and there's a toughness to them, right? physically and mentally. Would you acknowledge that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, let me
Okay.
finish
I don't
my
want to
point.
give. Okay,
Let
but
me
really
finish my
quick.
point.
I don't want to give anybody brownie points for playing hard.
Well, there's playing hard, and then there's another level of NBA playing hard. And while I would assume that most
this is the problem with the Nuggets.
It
is the playoffs. You should be.
I would
Okay,
assume that most NBA teams in the playoffs are playing hard, but I do think that Minnesota especially plays with a heightened edge to the way they play. And so you know that this is their last stand. This is the circle the wagons. This is game 7, all the analogies you want. This is game 7 of their NBA Finals tonight. And so everything they bring physically and emotionally is going to be out there. And for the Nuggets to be able to overcome that, I don't care who's playing for Minnesota and who's not. That's still going to take a certain amount of not effort. I don't want you to roll your eyes. Not effort, but a certain kind of will, physically and mentally, to be able to win this game. And I think if they do, then that should count for something.
Okay, so if you want to say that Minnesota is mentally, they're more tough, they're tougher than the Nuggets.
Up until this point, yes.
I'll give you that.
Yeah.
I'll give you that. And the Nuggets are going to have to play with a little bit more intestinal fortitude, a little bit more mental toughness.
So if they beat that, what I'm saying is if they can beat Minnesota at their own game tonight, does that count for something in your eyes?
No, because they're still missing their best player.
Folks, I'm going to try. I've got 3+ hours to continue to whittle away, chip away.
But see,
at the faux hog.
But most of everybody listening to you right now agrees with me. They don't agree with you.
Good chunk does, and that is somewhat concerning. Okay, we are off and rolling. We'll hear from Jamal Murray and David Adelman in advance of Game 6 tonight. Also, another Avalanche. What's with the Avs and these individual awards? Why is their team success hurting these guys individually? That's next.
We're going to go participate hard out there, boys.
Everyone talks stars in Nuggets Wolves, but this series might swing on the other guys.
Who are these guys?
The shooters in the corners, the bigs off the bench, the defenders who only get one shot to change a game, one timely 3, one loose ball dive. In a series this close, the margins decide everything. And the margins where numbers you don't always notice. Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan. Denver's playoff headquarters.
Between groceries, travel, and higher prices, it's easy to feel overwhelmed, especially if you're already relying on credit cards to cover the basics. If that debt is piling up, you're not alone. If you're a homeowner, you might have considered reaching out to American Financing, but hesitated because you don't want to give up your low mortgage rate. That's why American Financing created the Smart Equity Loan, a simple, smart way to get your finances back on track without giving up your low mortgage rate. Unlike a HELOC, which can fluctuate with the market, the Smart Equity Loan offers a fixed rate, so you'll have one predictable monthly payment. It lets you use your home's equity to pay off high-interest debt, free up your cash flow, and still keep your existing mortgage intact. There are no upfront fees to find out how much you can save. Call 303-695-7000. That's 303-695-7000, or visit them online at AmericanFinancing.net. NMLS 182334, NMLSConsumerAccess.org.
Getting a little older doesn't have to mean, well, getting older. This is Jeff for the Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic. And if you're feeling low energy, can't sleep, can't lose weight, are struggling with brain fog, or your sex drive is off, it's time to change it up. At the Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic, our advanced medical strategies featuring TRT, GH peptides, NAD+, GLP-1s, PDA, and more treat low T and other hormonal issues to help you shed pounds, have more energy, enhance your body composition, improve sleep, increase your sex drive, and so much more. Getting you back in the game again. So don't be older. Be stronger in the gym. Be sharper at work. Be better in the bedroom, and be more confident in every part of your life. So call us today and find out how our advanced treatment strategies could change the game for you. Your first visit is just $99 and includes blood work and a medical consult. And if you start on one of our advanced treatment plans on the day of your appointment, your visit is free. Call 720-440-7900 or go to RockyMountainMen'sClinic.com.
Featured therapies are compounded and have not been evaluated nor approved by the FDA. Provider prescription required. See website for details.
Cecil Lammy here for Window Nation. Spring is a great time to open your windows and wait a second, what? Windows won't open? They leak? They're cracked? They need repainting? Again? Getting top quality custom fit windows from Window Nation is easy and affordable. During the More You Buy, the More You Save sale, you could save up to 50% off. Plus, you could get them with 0 interest for 5 years. During uncertain times, one of the best investments you can make is in your home. So visit windownation.com now to book a consultation.
This is the sound of Claire, cooking dinner at home. And that's the sound of a fraud alert from Wells Fargo, flagging a charge for a pricey restaurant in Paris. Considering Claire isn't in Paris right now, that seemed odd to the bank and to Claire. 2 taps later, Claire says nope to the charge, and Wells Fargo is on the case. However you make money work, Wells Fargo can work with that.
Wells Fargo Bank, N.A., member FDIC.
Sloane Street is a luxury designer jewelry brand founded by mother and daughter duo Francis and Charlotte Gadbois.
Influenced by their European heritage and English roots, the Sloane Street collection embodies the timeless elegance of the modern woman. I'm Michelle Williams.
And I'm Bruce Williams, inviting you to come meet Francis and Charlotte at their exclusive Sloane Street Spring Trunk Show event, Friday and Saturday, May 1st and 2nd, at Williams Jewelers in Cherry Creek North.
From dazzling, rare colored gemstone rings to vintage rose-cut diamond bands to stackable bands for every mood, Sloane Street's collection of rings, necklaces, bracelets, and earrings are both timeless and right now.
Williams Jewelers is proud to partner with these 2 remarkable women to give back to children impacted by pediatric cancer, supporting cancer research with the Morgan Adams Foundation.
The Sloane Street Trunk Show, Friday and Saturday, May 1st and 2nd, exclusively at Williams Jewelers.
Williams Jewelers, we can make diamonds a part of your life.
The official jeweler of the Colorado Avalanche.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Call 877 Cars for Kids to reach a friendly live agent. Donation is super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now or go to carsforkids.org.
7 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too?
Growing a business is hard enough. Figuring out where to advertise shouldn't be a thing that holds you back. Your customers are listening to this station. Heck, you are. They're streaming Denver's biggest games on their TVs. They're tuned into the podcasts everyone's talking about. We help you show up in all 3 with one plan, one team, and results you can actually see. We've helped businesses like yours grow for years. Let us show you how. Visit DenverSports.com and click Advertise with Us.
Hey guys, Mark Schlereth here. In a world where dealerships come and go, one name has stood the test of time. Bozarth and Celebration Chevrolet, proudly serving Colorado since 1987 as the longest owned Chevy dealer in the state. From a huge selection of new Chevys to quality pre-owned vehicles, plus a team committed to treating you right, it's no wonder generations of Colorado drivers keep coming back. To see all the specials, visit BozarthAuto.com today. Again, that's BozarthAuto.com. Bozarth and Celebration Chevrolet. Experience you trust, service you deserve since 1987.
Your roof's the single most important part of your house. Snow and high winds can damage your roof. Don't trust your roof to any fly-by-night roofing companies. Call the professionals at Golden Spike for a free roof inspection and tell them you heard about it on The Fan. They're a locally owned company and a Team Dave Logan member.
Call Golden Spike Roofing when your roof needs a fix. 303-942-1386. Golden Spike Roofing.
Listen up, Denver. This hour's keyword is hockey. Hockey. Text hockey to 303-713-1043 right now, and you could win a $50 Dick's Sporting Goods gift card and qualify for the $1,000 grand prize. That's hockey to 303-713-1043.
By texting, you agree to receive an automated marketing message from Denver Sports 1043 The Fan. Message and data rates may apply. For complete rules or to enter the keyword online, visit www.denversports.com/keyword.
Give me fuel, give me fire, give me that which I desire. Bold takes.
I would put my fajitas up against any Mexican restaurant.
Active listening.
You weren't listening to a word I just said.
Plus, a little number crunching.
What's 12 minus 1? 12 minus 11. 1. This is why math confuses me.
It's Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth on Denver Sports 1043. The Fan.
Referencing Game 6 tonight for the Nuggets and Timberwolves as the nothing to gain and everything to lose game, according to Stink. And as you did say, you do have either the majority or you do have a very vocal minority Nuggets fans agreeing with you. Stoke off today. From our great 6 a.m. listeners, best of the bunch here on The Fan, here are some comments on the RamosLaw.com text line from Mark. Mark's comments sound more defensible. It's like the 5A champ beating the 1A team from a small town. Not much for bragging rights from the 5A team, all the bragging rights from the underdog. Now, based on yesterday's references to Hall and Oates, I'm waiting for you to work Captain and Tennille or Chuck Mangione in today's show. Enjoy the show as always. Sorry, that would be Yacht Rock you're looking for,
right.
So not us. But
has Yacht Rock Station, has that started yet?
Yes, it has.
It has?
It has.
Where's it at?
15, I think.
I gotta go back.
I check that out every once in a while. I mean, they play the same 8 songs, but still it's okay.
Hey, listen, there's very few things I am good at. One is naming Yacht Rock artists and songs.
Yes, you
That's
are.
one thing I am
very
really
good at that.
I'm not good at much, but Yacht Rock artists and songs, I am all over.
There you go. Fred in Jacksonville. I absolutely love Stink's stance on the Nuggets. He's 100% correct and 100% entertaining in his correctness.
Well, I appreciate that. And we've said this a bunch, and part of it, I was completely offended by the fact that they didn't respond to Jaden McDaniels' scorched earth take on the fact that nobody on the Nuggets can play defense. Nobody can protect the rim. And then calling guys out like Jokic and Murray by name and Aaron Gordon by name, and there was zero response to that. And then in the next game, when they lost DiVincenzo, in a minute and 19 seconds, I believe it was, that DiVincenzo went out with a torn Achilles. And then at the end of the first half, Anthony Edwards went out, and you still didn't have an answer. And at one point, I think in that game, late third quarter, you're up by 7, up by 9, something like that, and you turn the ball over like 3 straight times, and the next thing you know, I look up, and the next thing I know, they're down by 9 or down by 7. Like that kind of stuff irritates. I think it just irritates me, and I think it irritates the majority of people driving around when your team gets challenged and they don't have a response.
One more. I'm with Mark. I might feel a little better with the Nuggets win. However, they've gotten punked so bad this series that it's going to be hard to get that taste out of my mouth. I think, now normally I speak for Broncos country. In this case, I'm going to speak for Nuggets fans. I get how you're feeling right now, but I'm pretty confident, and I'm willing to predict, get a win tonight, get a win in Game 7 on Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
I think a lot of people's tone will change. And I think that you will find reasons to be optimistic and upbeat about what they just did.
See, I don't think so.
I think
that'll
be human fan nature.
Right. I think I don't think people are going to be willing to give them a hall pass with a victory, coming back 3-1 with a victory in this series with DiVincenzo and Anthony Edwards out. They're going to be like, okay, you know what? You did exactly what you should have done, what you were messing around with and fixing not to do before those two guys got hurt. So we're going to give you a pass. We're not going to give you a pat on the back. We're going to give you a pass to the next round. And let's just see how the human windsock, and the rest of the San Antonio Spurs, how they perform against you or how you perform against the human windsock.
Meanwhile, is the team success of the Avalanche working against individual success and recognition for some of their guys? We talked about Nathan McKinnon yesterday not being nominated by his peers for the Ted Lindsay Award, one of the 3 best players in hockey. And now yesterday, the finalists for the Vezina Trophy, best goaltender in the league, came out. No Scott Wedgwood. No Scott Wedgwood, despite, during the course of the season, leading the league in save percentage, goals against, wins. He was fourth, tied for third in shutouts. And the 3 guys that were in there as finalists, Andrei Vasilevsky from Tampa, no problem with that. But then Jeremy Swayman from Boston, a Boston team that barely snuck into the playoffs, and Ilya Sorokin from the Islanders, a team that did not make the playoffs. So, Mark, it's pretty clear to me. one of two things are at play here. One is, again, team success is working against the individuals, or the self-fulfilling prophecy that is the tandem goaltender setup that the Avs have, and Jared Bednar has had all season and talking about right up until the start of the Kings series, worked against them because Wedgwood started 43 games, Swayman 54, Sorokin 54, Vasilevsky 58. I got to believe it's one of those two that cost Wedgie a nomination.
Yeah, well, I mean, Blackwood was signed here as the starter. Wedgie was signed here as the backup and the career backup that he has been. Now, he has been phenomenal. And I get that it's only, 10 games less, than
basically, 10
games. Vasilevsky, maybe 13 games less. I get that's the deal. But when you go with that kind of quote-unquote tandem and you were considered the backup coming into the season, and the reason you got that many starts was because Blackwood went down with injury, people aren't going to vote for you. It's just not going to happen for you. And it's a shame. Now, like what trophy, if they go through and he continues to be between the pipe, man the pipe, which he's not going to lose his job unless something dramatic happens, right? What's that? What's the trophy you get if you're like the MVP of the playoffs? What's
Conn Smythe.
Conn Smythe.
Go win that one.
Yeah, so that's definitely on the table.
As Jared Bednar said yesterday, Wedgwood should have been nominated, but he said there's only one trophy I care about.
Yes.
And at this point right now, I would say all the players would agree with him.
Who is Conn Smythe?
Yeah, I don't. Yeah.
Was he a dude? Was he a dude? Or
I think
because Conn is is it short for Conrad? Conrad Smythe?
That's a great question because I know some of the other awards, Ted Lindsay, the Jack Adams Award for coaches.
Connor? Was it, or is it just the name of a trophy? I don't there's too many hockey guy. Listen.
Yes, Conn Smythe was a real person.
Okay.
A towering figure in Canadian sports history. He was a soldier, a businessman, and builder of the Toronto Maple Leafs. So there you go.
What was his first name?
Conn.
Constantine.
No, Conn. C-O-N-N. Born in 1895.
I always tell my wife once I give her the remote because I'm dozing off, I always look at her and go, "You got the Conn." She has no idea what I'm talking about. So that's one of them submarine movies.
Is it? You're right.
You've got the Conn.
Joseph, you're right. His official full government name is Constantine. You're
Constantine
right.
Smythe.
By
I'm going to go like that. I refuse from this day forward. I am making a pact with you, our 6 a.m. listeners. From this point forward, it's going to be the Constantine Smith or Constantine.
Constantine Smythe Award.
Constantine Smythe Award is what we're going for.
I like that.
From this point forward.
I like that. Let's get an Avalanche to win and win the Stanley Cup in the process. How about that? Up next, as we celebrated Justin Simmons retiring as a Bronco yesterday, it is a reason to look back on why the divorce between Sean Payton and Justin Simmons. Why wasn't Justin Simmons Sean's kind of safety? That's next.
Most teams are lucky to have one Conn Smythe contender. The Avalanche may have 3.
They win it!
Nathan McKinnon playing like a human highlight reel. Cale Makar turning every shift into a masterclass. And Scott Wedgwood stacking a playoff resume that would be headline material anywhere else. Colorado doesn't just have stars. They have 3 legitimate playoff MVP candidates. And if even one of them hits that next gear, the Cup road gets a whole lot shorter. Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan. Denver's playoff headquarters.
Patrick was way behind on his IRS taxes.
I was in way over my head. The total amount ended up being somewhere just over $30,000. $30,000.
Then the IRS came to collect.
Started getting letter after letter. A lien had been filed against me. They were going to basically hang me completely out to dry.
He had to do something.
That's when I reached out to Optima Tax Relief.
Patrick's life quickly got a lot easier.
It was very easy. Pretty much hands off. They picked picked up the ball and ran with it.
And how'd it go?
I couldn't believe it. I had to ask like 2 or 3 times. I saved an incredible amount of money.
How does Patrick feel about Optima?
Couldn't be happier. They definitely helped me. Optima Tax Relief, the best place to call. They're the best in the business.
Do what Patrick did and call Optima Tax Relief for a free consultation. Call 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460.
Optima Tax Relief.
Testimonial from an actual client. Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Imagine finding your dream home and moving in right away. No waiting to sell your old place first. Sounds perfect, right? That's exactly what Orchard's Move First, Sell Later program lets you do. Buy your new home now and sell the old one later. Here's how it works. Orchard gives you cash so you can buy and move into your new home first, on your timeline. No waiting, no showings, no double moves. Then the Orchard experts take it from there. They handle repairs on your old home for you so you attract the right buyers. Once they're done, a local Orchard agent lists and sells your home for top dollar. Orchard's Move First program gives you the freedom to buy and move into your new home first and sell your old home later. Buy before you sell and get top dollar for your home with Orchard. Ready to find out how much your home is worth? Visit Orchard.com to get your free home valuation. That's Orchard.com.
The playoffs are full of surprises, buzzer beaters, comeback runs, and moments nobody saw coming. But when it comes to your facility's electrical systems, you don't want surprises. For over 40 years, Piper Electric has powered complex commercial and industrial projects, from large-scale distribution to fire alarms and preventative maintenance. Their licensed electricians help reduce downtime, control costs, and keep operations running smoothly. Got a project coming up? Don't take a bad shot. Include Piper Electric in your bid process. Visit piperelectric.com.
Progressive's accident response can detect and send help when you need it most, after a major car accident. But other accidents, you're on your own. Like when you accidentally call your wife Mom. When you accidentally say Happy Holidays on someone's birthday. When you accidentally wave at someone you thought was waving at you. We can't help with those accidents, but Progressive's accident response provides peace of mind after major car accidents. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Limited availability in California. Driver is responsible for emergency and towing charges not covered by the policy.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance tech at a university, he knows ordering from multiple suppliers takes time away from keeping their arena up and running. That's why he counts on Grainger to get everything he needs, from lighting and HVAC parts to plumbing supplies, all in one place. And with fast, dependable delivery, he's stocked and ready for the next tip-off. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Usually when something sounds way too good to be true, it is. Imagine someone says you can cut your mobile bill in half. Sounds like a fantasy, but with Xfinity Mobile, it's the real deal, because when you have Xfinity Internet, you can cut your mobile bill in half. Plus, try Xfinity Mobile free for a year. No commitment. That's a lot of streaming, sharing, scrolling, and whatever else you can do with your phone. All for half price and none of the commitment. That means you'll save big over Verizon, AT&T, and T-Mobile. Now all you have to do is think about how you'll spend all that extra money. Call 1-800-XFINITY, go to XfinityMobile.com, or visit a local Xfinity store to switch today. Xfinity. Imagine that. Restrictions apply. Savings compared to one line of Xfinity Mobile selected to comparable plans from T-Mobile, Verizon, and AT&T as of 3/24/26. Taxes, fees, extra $30 monthly discount limited to new mobile customers only. After 12 months, regular rates apply.
You can't always predict what's next, but you can be ready for it in a BMW SUV. The performance-driven X1 comes built for every journey, while the X3's sporty design and innovative technology keep your drive connected. The X5 blends performance with a commanding presence, or make it even bigger with 3 rows of luxurious seating in the X7. For every road, there's an X built to drive it. BMW, the ultimate driving machine.
Gebhardt BMW, your trusted family dealer since 1975.
For victims of drunk and drug driving, your grief is unique, but you are not alone. You always have a place at MAD. Call the 24-hour victim helpline at 877-MAD-HELP or visit mad.org.
Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan presents Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth.
Well, congratulations to Justin Simmons, who got a really rare honor yesterday.
He did?
The
What did I miss?
The ability to not only retire as a Bronco while not finishing your career with the Broncos, come back, retire with the Broncos, and get a full honors press conference, 35 minutes up there talking. Video put out by the team, all that kind of stuff. I mean,
you love a video tribute.
I do love the video tributes. You know how I love the video tributes.
You do.
But he got the full show, which and I was talking to people about this yesterday. I mean, when was the last time somebody had that honor bestowed upon him?
Oh, I don't know. I mean,
Peyton Manning?
Guys have come back,
but had the full press conference like that?
Yeah, well, I mean, like we talked about, he is not a ring of good. He's a ring of fame.
I think he is. I heard
good.
conversations about that yesterday, and the consensus opinion I heard was that he's not. If you are somebody that believes, I should amend that. Under the old ways of putting people in the Ring of Fame, he's in. But if you're somebody like Stoke who believes that now that they've been winning Super Bowls, that there needs to be a more stringent guideline, criteria for putting guys in the Ring of Fame, that he would not. So how do you look at it?
He was a 5-time Pro Bowler, which doesn't carry the weight it used to carry. So I would say, hey, man, he was a Pro Bowl player, voted on by play.
Wait a minute, he was all pro.
Well, that's where I'm going next.
Okay.
He was a Pro Bowl player 5 times. I don't put the weight in that I used to put in that. But it's still something, Mike. Especially if you make the original ballot.
Correct.
You know, not the 6th alternate ballot, but the original ballot. So there is some value to that you have to take into account. And then 4-time second team All-Pro. That is a huge accomplishment. Now, he played here for 8 seasons and they didn't win anything.
Nothing.
That goes against you a little bit. That you couldn't help lead your team, but that's a quarterback issue, that's a drafting issue, that's a building of the team issue, that's a coaching issue. There's a lot of things that go into that. So I think if you pressed me currently where I sit right now and said in or out, that's your two choice. Like we don't have a whole good. You're either in or you're out. I would put Justin in.
Well, Simmons yesterday thanking. Because remember, he came in right after the Super Bowl team, thanking the Broncos vets who mentored him.
TJ Ward was the first guy to reach out to me when I got drafted. Darian Stewart, Akib, Chris, Robe, Vaughn. Vaughn's part of the no-fly zone too, if you guys didn't know. Man, DeMarcus Ware, you talk about those are the guys that I had. Derek Wolfe, these are the guys in the room, Brandon Marshall, that I had that I got to look up to for a few years before I had to step into that role.
That matters. That matters when you think about, you as a faux hog.
You saw the picture.
I saw the picture. No, you. I'm just busting your chops.
I didn't put that.
I pushed back on that with Stokley. I think you're a true hog.
I don't think you pushed back hard enough. But
right,
go ahead. Continue on. Continue on.
So,
I
can only imagine what that was like for somebody like yourself to be able to walk into as a rookie and be embraced by a group like that. How that, I mean, what your career turned out to be versus what it could have been if you'd gone somewhere else.
Yeah.
You did not have that kind of mentorship right from the beginning.
Yeah, that is like the names he just mentioned, and you walk in there and you get to play with some of those guys, and those guys are the guys that are guiding you and showing you how to play the game, showing you how to prepare. What a blessing. Like, I always say this about just the draft in general. It's the development part. Once the draft is over, where do you go? How are you developed? Who's coaching you? Who are the veterans that are taking you under their wing and helping you learn how to play in the National Football League? Like, that's a huge part of you having success in your career. And so for a guy like Justin or a guy like me who went in with the Hogs and I'm getting trained by Riley McKenzie and Russ Grimm and Jeff Bostic and Joe Jacoby and Mark May, and what an unbelievable blessing that is.
Why didn't Sean Payton look at Justin Simmons as his kind of safety? Why did he want to move on from Justin Simmons, who clearly could still play at a pretty high level?
Well, he played one more year, right?
He did, and he said yesterday that he was still open to the idea of continuing to play, but only if it was,
the
right situation. And,
right.
Once that didn't come to pass, he was like, all right, I'm good.
Right. I think for Sean, there was part of it is changing out the folks that have been around here and been around the losing. Like that, I think that's part of just the philosophy of saying, that Bill Parcells, he comes from the Bill Parcells tree. Bill Parcells used to say it, and he said it to me point blank. Fire everybody, rip out the carpet when you're taking over an organization. And so there's part of that kind of philosophical approach. And then Sean wanted some safeties that what do you know about downhill? That were
what do you know
downhill,
about attacking downhill in the run game?
And were like physically intimidating. That's what he wanted. He wanted those type of playmakers. And he felt like Justin was more of a, middle of the field, break up the pass, all that
play
kind of
center
stuff.
field type guy.
Play center field, and he wanted guys that were, they could play in the shell, come down from 12 yards and hit somebody in the mouth at the line of scrimmage. And he didn't feel like Justin was at that point of his career, 8-9 years in, didn't feel like he was that player anymore.
Well, congratulations to Justin Simmons. That was a good moment yesterday, and somebody
guy.
Who. One thing you can feel really good about Broncos fans is that he felt you, he knew you, he respected you. I mean, and the fact that even when he was an Atlanta Falcon, he was still a Denver Bronco.
Right.
Same thing with Vaughn. Vaughn's moved on, but Vaughn's affinity for Broncos country says something. The impact that playing here, living here, being supported here, really the impact is felt by these guys, and it becomes apparent when they're saying goodbye and saying thank you.
Right. Well, you can see how it operates. I mean, myself.
Yeah.
You see like guys like Peyton Manning.
Everyone
see guys
stays here.
Everybody stays in Denver.
Yep.
Because it is such a great place to live, but a lot of it is weather and central location and all that stuff. But truly, and I've said this a million times, I got here and was embraced by Broncos country. You're one of theirs. And then there's opportunity for you here, whether it's radio, television, whatever it is. There's opportunity here for you. So a lot of guys come here and they say, man, this is where I'm going to hunker down and put roots.
Coming up next, I'm going to use in my tease a phrase from one of our listeners on our Denver Sports YouTube channel, Eddie G303, when I asked the question, is this Bo Nix ankle thing just a, quote, big nothing burger? That's next.
Denver, a playoff city where the stakes are higher and the moments are bigger. As the Avalanche hit the ice and the Nuggets hit the court. Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan is your home for complete playoff coverage. Every game, every series, every critical call. Broken down by the voices you trust. We don't just follow the playoffs. We live them, so you never miss a thing. Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan. Denver's playoff headquarters.
Well, how many of you are a certain age, but in your mind you think younger? How about also feeling younger? There's no reason you can, especially since it's likely low testosterone is holding you back. Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic are experts at treating men's health issues like low T. I know because they started treating me a few years ago with great results. For me, my low T showed up by running out of gas later in the day. Other symptoms might include brain fog, sleeping badly, unproductive workouts, loss of sex drive. Nothing to feel bad about. We guys in our early to mid-30s start losing 2 to 3% of our testosterone production every year. Why? You should meet the compassionate pros at Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic. While their advanced medical strategies featuring TRT, GH peptides, GLP-1, PDA, and more, they treat low T and other hormonal issues. Start thinking and feeling younger. Schedule a consult, just $99. Meet with a Colorado licensed medical provider. Start low T treatment that day. Your entire office visit is free. 5 locations around Denver better serve you, including Fort Collins, Castle Rock, and Colorado Springs. Call today, 720-440-7900, and at RockyMountainMen'sClinic.com.
Featured therapies are compounded and have not been evaluated nor approved by the FDA. Provider prescription required. See website for details.
Spring is in the air, and Alev's long-lasting pain relief is here to keep you moving. The days are longer, and the flowers are blooming. Whether it's gardening, yard work, or just spending more time outdoors, spring has a way of getting us moving despite any body pain. That's where Aleve can keep you going. With just one dose, Aleve gives you long-lasting body pain relief for up to 12 hours. From sunup to sundown, Aleve's got your back. Try Aleve. Use as directed for minor aches and pains.
Why'd I go to the doctor? Working on the farm, my heart kept skipping a beat. I didn't think much of it, but my daughters made me get checked out. Turns out I have atrial fibrillation, which increases the risk of stroke about 5 times.
Symptoms like irregular heartbeat, heart racing, chest pain, shortness of breath, fatigue, or lightheadedness can come and go. But if it's AFib, the risk of stroke remains. If you have symptoms, contact a doctor.
I'm so glad I did.
Visit notimetowait.com. Sponsored by Bristol-Myers Squibb and Pfizer.
Hey guys, Mark Schlereth here. In a world where dealerships come and go, one name has stood the test of time. Bozarth and Celebration Chevrolet, proudly serving Colorado since 1987 as the longest owned Chevy dealer in the state. From a huge selection of new Chevys to quality pre-owned vehicles, plus a team committed to treating you right, it's no wonder generations of Colorado drivers keep coming back. To see all the specials, visit BozarthAuto.com today. Again, that's BozarthAuto.com. Bozarth and Celebration Chevrolet. Experience you trust, service you deserve since 1987.
2026 is shaping up to be an amazing year to buy a home in Colorado. If you've been dreaming about getting into your first place, upgrading for more space, or downsizing for a simpler lifestyle, now is a smart time to start planning. And the first step is easy. Get pre-approved. With American Financing, you can get it done in 24 hours or less, so you'll know exactly what you can afford before you start shopping. Rates have been dropping, home prices are steady, and more homes are hitting the market. You could score the right home at the right price and lock in a monthly payment that fits your budget without stretching yourself thin. And unlike renting, every payment you make goes toward your future, not your landlord's. And here's a misconception we love to bust. You do not need 20% down. Many buyers purchase with as little as 3% down. So if home ownership is on your 2026 goals list, let's make it happen. Call American Financing, Colorado's home for home loans, at 303-695-7000. That's 303-695-7000, or visit them online at AmericanFinancing.net. NMLS 182334, NMLSConsumerAccess.org.
Jacob's Law, 303 Law 4040. Really proud of this case that we just settled. There was a young man very seriously injured. In fact, I had to go to the hospital and meet with him and his family. And we checked with the insurance companies while I was at the hospital, and they claimed no insurance coverage on either side. And on top of that, he had no medical insurance. So he was going to be facing about $400,000 in medical bills. And I said to the family, I said, I cannot make you any promises, but I know no other lawyer is going to touch this case because the insurance companies say they won't pay. But I want to try. Let me at least try. And I put my team at 303 Law 4040 on it, and they found $75,000 in insurance coverage that the insurance companies did not want to pay. So not only did we get them $75,000, but we also found a way to get them on Medicaid, so the $400,000 in bills was covered by medical insurance as well. We were proud. We fought for them. We'll fight just as hard for you if you ever need us. The number's 303 Law 4040. Go ahead, save that number in your phone. You never know when you're going to need us. It's 303 Law 4040.
Evan Cohen here. In life, as in sports, the pros make it look easy. That's why pro golfers like Jason Day, Ben Griffin, and Payton Kazire trust the pros in lawn care. True Green. They have the experience and expertise to give you a lawn worthy of the PGA Tour. And since True Green does the work for you, you get more free time, or more tee times. So stop stressing over your lawn and start loving it. Sign up now at TrueGreen.com, because nobody makes it easier to get a golf course quality lawn than True Green, the official lawn care treatment provider of the PGA Tour.
Evan Cohen here. PayPal is now the official peer-to-peer payment sponsor of the NFL, which means all the money moments that fandom creates, whether splitting tailgate costs or chipping in on tickets and game day food between friends, are covered. Wherever the game is played or watched, PayPal moves with fans. You can send money through text, email, or directly to your friends with eligible accounts on Venmo. Just download the PayPal app, share all the moments that matter. Account with PayPal is required, not available in all regions where PayPal operates.
One Wheel Broncos talk. Cecil Lammy and Andrew Mason bring the heat on Orange and Blue today. The most passionate intelligence and in-depth Broncos coverage in the game. Weekdays at 5 p.m. on the Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan YouTube channel. Hit subscribe at DenverSports1043 and never miss another take. Orange and Blue Today, powered by Ramos Law, official injury law firm partner of the Denver Broncos. Denver Sports 1043. The Fan. Relentless mind games.
Are you trying to get me in an oh really right now?
Total accountability.
You're always throwing your teammates under the bus. That's just what you do.
And a sprinkle of advanced analytics.
The Boo rating, BOO, which is balls over opponent.
It's Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth on Denver Sports 1043. The Fan.
He had a recheck that was scheduled. He's doing great. We're excited about his progress. Nothing to report. You know, these guys will be coming in here. He's here. A number of these guys are coming in the building. Guys will be working out Monday, and then kind of probably more of a team meeting next week.
So that was Sean Payton after the draft just this past weekend. But now we've come to hear that there was more than just a recheck.
Mm-hmm.
And you know that Sean wasn't going to be too forthcoming with any more Bo information.
No.
So now that we've heard that there's been another procedure that has, whether you want to call it setback or at least changed his timeline for being able to participate in team activities this spring and summer, it has moved it back. All the conversations that's gone along with it, and we brought up some of this stuff yesterday, and then our guys in the afternoon, led by Zach By, took it to another level, and I think it was Zach saying that Bo will break his ankle again. To the idea that the Aaron Rodgers rumors, that there's some validity to that. Mike Florio coming out around April Fool's Day saying that the Broncos have shown interest in Aaron Rodgers.
This is not a drill.
Then the Steelers did put this unrestricted UFA tender, rarely used on Aaron Rodgers, in the last couple days, which basically ties Aaron Rodgers' negotiating rights more solidly to Pittsburgh. Meaning, if he does sign with another team, the Steelers would get some sort of compensatory pick. If Aaron Rodgers is going to sign with another team, he has to do it by a certain date. I think it's like July 22nd or something like that. So there's some rules put in place on this rarely used tender. So it's just kind of leading to the idea that, hey, there's a lot of smoke around this whole Bo Nix thing. One of our texters said the whole Bo Nix ankle thing is, quote, a nothing burger. Is it a nothing burger, or is there something that bears continuing to watch?
I think it was a nothing burger. He would have had the checkup, and they'd have said, "Hey, we're on the right track here, and we just want to make sure that we keep it settled and limit his off-season participation or whatever." That would be a nothing burger. The fact that you went in for and I'm using air quotes here, a procedure, then it becomes not a nothing burger anymore. Then it becomes a something burger. I don't know what kind of maybe it's one of them little like how McDonald's has just the hamburger.
Yeah.
And it doesn't have any cheese on it.
It's like one of those like little White Castle burgers.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like a very
polish off 12 of them and you're like, I'm still hungry.
Yeah. It's like a slider.
Right.
You just got a little slider, no cheese on that slider. Right. It's just the slider.
So is this a big old honking, Carl's Jr.
No, it's not
nothing burger, or is this like a slider nothing burger?
Yeah, this is not like a Whopper. This is
but it's a burger.
But there's still a burger involved. There's still some sustenance.
Barely, but some.
Yeah, but there's some.
You wouldn't want to live on it.
Caloric intake. Yes, it's much more, Joe. Good. Joseph. This is good. It's more than a vegan burger.
Yeah.
Right. So there's no question that there's something there, and is it a huge cause for concern? Probably not, but there is some concern.
Let me ask you this.
I'm not concerned.
Let me ask you this, George Payton and Mark Schlereth. We're about one really good Bo Nix year away from him getting a new contract.
You talking about Bo?
Yeah.
Correct.
And That's good, Joseph.
Joe's been on his
Joe's
drops,
been on his
man.
game, man. He's been on the drop game.
There's
AI
no
Ty, better be careful. You better come back with new skills from the Kumatai. The idea that a year from now you could be looking at a shiny new $60 million a year contract for Bo Nix.
Yeah.
Does this cloud that a little bit? Is this a, pardon the pun, make or break year for Bo Nix? Not only go out and perform and win and lead and put up the numbers and make the leap in year 3, but also come through it unscathed to feel confident in giving him that kind of deal.
Yeah, I think that's obviously a part of all the negotiations. If you've got something that's chronic, then they will use that as leverage against you. Now, if he comes out this season and he is the Bo Nix we have grown accustomed to seeing, his movement skills and all those things, and then he takes that leap, Mike, that third-year quarterback leap that we expect him to take from the pocket and doing all those things, especially with some of the new weapons around him, then it becomes a moot point. Nobody cares anymore. He's going to get that $60 million. But if it's something that he misses time with, if it's something that aggravates him during the season, if it's something that they got to shut him down on Wednesdays and then yeah, that's gonna factor into the contract you sign.
Coming up, we will preview Game 6. David Adelman remains, well, I'll let you pick the word when you hear it. Defiant, testy, defensive, tone-deaf, combative. You'll get a chance to.
Attractive.
Or attractive, too. Yes, maybe. I don't know, but you can pick the word. And what the Avs are doing to keep sharp while they await the Stars Wild winner. That's next.
Denver, a playoff city where the stakes are higher and the moments are bigger. As the Avalanche hit the ice and the Nuggets hit the court. Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan is your home for complete playoff coverage. Every game, every series, every critical call. Broken down by the voices you trust. We don't just follow the playoffs. We live them, so you never miss a thing. Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan. Denver's playoff headquarters.
Is your financial advisor managing your risk or just a spreadsheet? Hi, I'm Jeff Jr., founder of Trajan Wealth. Many financial advisors rely on target date funds, which are one-size-fits-all portfolios that don't know your name, your family, or your goals. And that passive management can leave you dangerously exposed. At Trajan, we look at the whole picture, not just the stocks everyone else buys, but the private market opportunities most advisors ignore. And as fiduciaries, we build a strategy around you, coordinating your investments, tax strategy, and estate into one cohesive plan. Your financial life deserves more than just a generic portfolio. Real planning isn't a stack of statements. It's the confidence of knowing where your income will come from for the next 30 years. Good enough isn't good enough for your family. It's time for a change. Schedule your complimentary consultation today. Call 855-TRAJAN-1. That's 855-TRAJAN-1.
Advisory services through Trajan Wealth, LLC, an SEC registered investment advisor. Private equity investments require accreditation. Other services through Trajan Estate and Trajan Tax. Additional disclosures at TrajanWealth.com.
Liberty Mutual customize this song for you. Like your car insurance, it's custom too, yeah. Liberty Mutual's got the coverage that could save you money. Thanks to Doug and Limu, well now you can go and take that cruise. Liberty, 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 yeah.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance tech at a university, he knows ordering from multiple suppliers takes time away from keeping their arena up and running. That's why he counts on Grainger to get everything he needs, from lighting and HVAC parts to plumbing supplies, all in one place. And with fast, dependable delivery, he's stocked and ready for the next tip-off. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Hey, it's Stokley. Spring is here, but you know Colorado. Warm one day, chilly the next. And trust me, summer is coming in hot. Beat the rush with an early bird air conditioner tune-up and inspection for only $49 from ROX Rocks Heating and Air. They'll inspect your system and keep you cool when everyone else is scrambling. Call Rocks Heating and Air today and schedule your tune-up before the end of April. Now play that jingle.
HVAC service, installation, repair, ROX, Rocks, Heating and Air.
It's the weekend, and the last thing you want is yard work.
At Waterloo Turf, they help Denver homeowners trade lawn chores for more free time. No mowing, no watering, no mud. Just a green championship-level lawn all season long. Perfect for kids, pets, and backyard get-togethers. From backyards to putting greens, Waterloo Turf installs premium artificial turf built for Colorado. Visit waterlooturf.com/Denver and book your free consultation. Waterloo Turf. Get your Saturdays back.
Cecil Lammy here for my friends at SodaDietNutrition.com. Now, 5 years ago, I lost 60 pounds because of soda, and I'm never going back. I've never gained the weight back. I never will, because SodaDietNutrition.com, they taught me how to eat, what to eat, and when to eat. It's simply magnificent. I want you to call them up, 866-800-SODA, where you can join soda for a short time to have results that last a lifetime. Soda weight loss is now SodaDietNutrition.com, and you've got to have these guys on your side, because the weight loss journey, it can be tough. There can be struggles. Having a real nutritionist there available via text to help you out with any sort of questions, concerns, sometimes it's just straight up encouragement. It's SodaDietNutrition.com, and there's no mystery pills, mystery injections, any mystery chemicals you're putting in your body. You're doing it the right way. Learn how. Join the program. SodaDietNutrition.com, 866-800-SODA, because SOTA is, say it with me, state of the art.
I know that hiring can be challenging. You need someone to match your role perfectly. Well, now you can meet them fast on ZipRecruiter.
Build your team, build it sooner. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
Just head to ZipRecruiter.com/free right now to try it for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Meet your match on ZipRecruiter. Try it free.
Tired of hearing scary radio ads about the IRS? Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000 or $500,000, we have a solution. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS with zero risk to you. We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with a BBB. End your tax nightmare today by visiting TRA.com or call 800-583-6681. That's 800-583-6681.
Hey, it's Rich Eisen for Pella Windows and Doors. Sometimes teams take a time out to regroup and call the right play. When it comes to your home, Pella Windows and Doors always has the winning game plan. They're not just window and door experts. They're experts at taking care of you and your home. At Pella, they find the products that meet your needs and their experts install them. They do it every day, and that's why your neighbors trust them. Discover why Pella is a trusted choice for homeowners everywhere. Visit Pella.com/Eisen today. That's Pella.com/Eisen.
Harry Douglas here. Game day brings the excitement. Your stay should feel just as memorable. With Marriott Bonvoy, official hotel partner of the NCAA and U.S. Soccer, you're connected to a portfolio of brands designed for how you travel. Some offer complimentary breakfast, others give you room to spread out, space to stay productive, or extended stay comforts. So whether you're a traveling fan or part of the team, Marriott Bonvoy celebrates the moments that live on before and after the game. Marriott Bonvoy, where game day checks in.
They'll tell you marketing is complicated, that you need a dozen platforms, 100 dashboards, and a prayer. Forget that. Your customers are right here, listening to this station. Heck, you are right now. Tonight, they're streaming Denver's biggest games. Tomorrow, they're locked into the most talked about podcasts on the planet. We put you in all of it. Radio, streaming, TV, audio, one team, clear data, real results. We've been growing businesses like yours for years. Visit DenverSports.com and click the Advertise With Us button. That's DenverSports.com. Let's get to work.
For victims of drunk and drug driving, your grief is unique, but you are not alone. You always have a place at MAD. Call the 24-hour victim helpline at 877-MAD-HELP or visit mad.org.
KKFN and KKFN HD1, Longmont, Denver. Powered by Able Builders, it's Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth. Relentless mind games.
Are you trying to get me in an O'Reilly right now?
Total accountability.
You're always throwing your teammates under the bus. That's just what you do.
And a sprinkle of advanced analytics.
The Boo rating, BOO, which is balls over opponent.
It's Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth on Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan.
All right, good morning, everybody. Welcome in on this overcast, drizzly morning here in Denver, Colorado, and boy, we've been waiting for some weather like this. It's good. Keep it coming. We got more in store, so I think we'd all agree it's a good thing. It's a good thing that We got a lot to look forward to today. We could possibly know the identity of the Avs' second-round opponent by the end of the night. We'll get to Jared Bednar and how his team is keeping sharp here in just a little bit. But tonight, as I have dubbed it, following Mark and Stoke's comments the last couple of days, Stoke off today, the nothing to gain and everything to lose Game 6 tonight in the nothing to gain, everything to lose remaining series with Minnesota. Okay, well, I'll let you guys choose the word that you feel you're getting from David Adelman here as he was talking yesterday about his basketball team and this game and their chances of pulling off the comeback. Well, you pick the word, what you're hearing here.
Sometimes you can sense it after the first time out. Like, I thought game 3 we came in here and didn't shoot the ball well, but I never doubted our comfort level. And I understand that people want me to crush our guys after losses, but I'm not going to do that when I know the temperament of the team. Playing poorly is not being uncomfortable. I think it's just self-confidence in knowing that who we are was Game 5. That's who we can be consistently. That's what I believe, and I think the guys will be there tomorrow.
All right, so pick a word there. Defiant, testy, defensive, tone-deaf, combative.
Delusional.
Delusional. Okay.
That's my word.
Why delusional?
Okay, so why is Game 5? That's our temperament. That's who we are. That's who we can be. Not Game 3, not Game 4. That's not who you are. That your lack of response. Like the issue that I have with the Nuggets is how many times have we watched them go into these lulls where they don't play defense, where they're just going through the motions, where they turn the ball over, where it just isn't, it just is the effort is, whatever. And then they think they can just flip the switch because what? You're entitled to something?
Well, to be fair, come on now. Basketball is a game of ebb and flow. Basketball, you hear it all the time, and it goes back to the 70s. Basketball is a game of runs. And so if you acknowledge that basketball is a game of runs, then while one team is making that run, what's the other team doing? Allowing it to happen.
Mm-hmm.
So the Nuggets aren't immune from that.
You just told me. Runs are going to happen. Guys are going to get hot. You're going to get one of those dudes that's scorching that hits, 3 3-pointers in a row. But at some point, it's how long do you allow that run to happen?
That's
at
fair.
what point
That's fair. Yeah.
do you put your foot down and say no? At what point do you take a hard foul? At what point do you put Valanciunas in there and say, go get him with your cabbage beard? Like at some point, from a coaching standpoint and a player standpoint, you've got to squelch the uprising. And I just don't see the response in a timely enough fashion often enough. And ultimately, Mike, they are that talented. I feel like there's a bit of a sense of entitlement, for a lack of a better term, in that we're good. We know we're pretty good. Like, we've got, the best two-man game, and we've got the best player in the world, and we can coast. And we can save our energy, and in the fourth quarter, we're going to flip the switch. And you know what? You're probably right. In the regular season, you probably can do that. This is why I've always said I hate their flip-the-switch mentality, because come playoff time, as you mentioned, when you play against a team that's mentally tougher than you and physically tougher than you and physically more athletic than you, guess what you can't do that you've done all season? Flip the switch. And that's the part that really bothers me, is that, I've watched this team enough to go, all right, at what point are all of a sudden you going to go, okay, guys, now it's time to quit lollygagging. Now it's time to quit, now it's time to ratchet up the defense. We've saved our energy now. And, man, I don't believe that that's a recipe for success come playoff time.
Think they win tonight? Not they better or else. I mean, do you think they win tonight?
I do think they win tonight. I think there's too much for the Timberwolves to overcome without.
And I'm sorry, let me back up real quick. Assuming we know Peyton Watson's already been ruled out for Game 6, and assuming Aaron Gordon doesn't play,
I do think they win tonight. I do think they win tonight. I don't think it's going to be a cakewalk, but I do think there's enough pride within that organization. Now, they didn't show it in Game 3 and Game 4, but I do think there's enough pride, and they've heard enough noise. And I hope, I truly hope, because you can tell that Adelman's defensive, and he's trying to, prop him up. Like, ultimately, man, I'll give this to Adelman. You are doing your best to make sure that you know the bottoms of your players are properly talked. They've got enough talc on their bottoms to make sure you don't get any chafing. And I tell you what, you are the talcum powder coach because you guys are baby bottom soft.
Well,
see here now, boys, it's the NBA. We're going to play tough.
The Avalanche, meanwhile, trying to keep sharp while they await the Stars Wild winner. And Game 6 of that series is tonight in Minnesota with the Wild up 3-2. Can they put away the dreaded Stars? In the meantime, Jared Bednar, how are you keeping your team sharp?
I think there's, part of that is on me and the way we set up the week, our strength and conditioning team. And then a lot of that goes on to the players and individuals to make sure they're not complacent, right? Like where you know what the goal is that we have, we know what's to come to a certain extent with either Minnie or Dallas, and how do you prepare yourself to be the best you can be. So for some guys, that's a rest, recovery, not a lot. For other guys, it's working hard for these next however many days it is. Staying flexible with that schedule. Some of it's like the practices, like what do we want to do? Like our team, let's be honest, like they come out after 2 days off today and we're going to hit the ice. Like no one's really ready to dig in and go to work today, right? So we get what we can out of it. We force them into some areas of competition. It'll be better and more intense tomorrow. Then we'll take a break again. And by the time like the weekend rolls around, we start getting a schedule and an opponent. Things will flip to being everyone dialed in and energetic again. So you have to understand that. But those guys all will do the work needed to make sure they're as sharp as they can possibly be with however much time we have off.
Understand there were a lot of questions yesterday to the players about, rust versus rest. Here's what you can feel good about an Avs fan. Go back to when they won the Cup a few years ago. And twice in that run, they had long layoffs. After the first round, when they beat Nashville, they had 7 days off before they played St. Louis. They won Game 1. And then coming off their sweep of Edmonton in the Western Conference Finals, they had 8 days off before Game 1 of the Stanley Cup Finals against Tampa. They won that Game 1. So this is a team, a lot of guys on this team who are on that team. So I think that you can feel pretty confident that when it comes to the rest versus rust debate, rest will win out.
I believe that too, and I think the other thing is they had a really physical 4-game series. Even though it was a sweep, it was not your prototypical sweep. It was not like an easy sweep. I mean, they had to fight and grind for that all 4 of those victories. So you deserve a little bit of rest.
Coming up next, we hear from now retired former Bronco Justin Simmons, who really gave out a verbal love letter to Broncos country yesterday. You'll hear it next.
I love him.
With Bo Nix having to get more work done on his injured ankle, could that spell future problems for the Broncos QB?
No one is going to want to hear what I have to say, but this will not be the last time. I'm just telling you.
With the ankle?
With an ankle issue with Bo Nix. I'm telling you on Wednesday, April 29th. It's not because it brings me joy or glee. It's not because I want to, but based on the evidence that I have. I hope I'm wrong, but I said I was really concerned about this after it happened and derailed the trip to the Super Bowl, and he's got another surgery on the ankle before he plays a down after that latest ankle injury.
Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan.
Hey guys, your boy Stink here from my friends at Colorado Fat Loss. If you're thinking about GLP-1s for weight loss, stop right there. You're going to spend thousands of dollars a year, and there are side effects, and commonly people gain the weight back once they get off the GLP-1s. Guys, I'm telling you what, instead, check out Colorado Fat Loss. Their doctor-developed program helps men and women lose 20 to 40 pounds in just 60 days, safe and naturally, without injections, no synthetic hormones, no long-term dependence. They asked me 7 weeks ago. I started my 8th week. Hey, Mark, will you go on this? Will you try our doctor-developed program? I'm down almost 30 pounds, 29 pounds in 7 weeks, and I tell you what, it has been so simple. Love the app. You track everything you eat. You track your weight daily. It makes it so simple. And then they use real food from your grocery store that you buy, real protein, real vegetables, real fruits to reset your metabolism, control your hunger, and help you burn fat. Guys, I'm telling you what, schedule a free phone consultation today. All you have to do for a safe, affordable, and sustainable alternative to weight loss injections is reach out to them at coloradofatloss.com. That's coloradofatloss.com.
Hello?
Hey, sis. Got a sec?
Yeah, what's up?
Take a look at the picture I just sent you. I'm walking into Hellsburg and want to get Mom something special for Mother's Day.
Yeah, she's done so much for us this year. Let's see. Diamond pendant. Oh, she'd love this.
Great. I'll get this, which means you're in charge of flowers.
Okay, deal.
This Mother's Day, save up to 50% on timeless gifts for Mom. Shop at a store near you or at Hellsburg.com.
Hey, it's Zach here for 5280 Exteriors. Wildland Urban Interface is the new Colorado standard. It could affect your next siding, decking, roofing, or window project. 5280 Exteriors can help you identify your fire risk zone, stay compliant, and protect your home.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Call 877 Cars for Kids to reach a friendly live agent. Donation is super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now or go to carsforkids.org.
7 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too?
This is the story of the one. As a procurement manager for a hospital system, she keeps every facility in her network stocked and ready. That's why she counts on Grainger to be her single source for thousands of products, from disinfectants to lighting, air filters, and more. And with fast, dependable delivery, Grainger helps her keep every facility stocked, safe, and running smoothly. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance tech at a university, he knows ordering from multiple suppliers takes time away from keeping their arena up and running. That's why he counts on Grainger to get everything he needs, from lighting and HVAC parts to plumbing supplies, all in one place. And with fast, dependable delivery, he's stocked and ready for the next tip-off. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
At Uline, the prevailing opinion is, if you don't live it, you don't believe it. The people at Uline believe in hard work, and they live it by being there 24/7 to answer your call, having 41,000 items in stock, and offering same-day shipping from 12 locations across North America. Business owners, sellers, buyers, shippers, and packers believe it. Uline is the hard-working, dependable source for your shipping and industrial supplies. Visit uline.com.
The biggest savings of the year from the oldest family-owned Toyota dealership in the Denver Metro, Groove Toyota. Limited time during the Over and Above sales events. Over 300 Toyota Tacomas. Only $329 a month lease. Visit GrooveToyota.com. Find your groove with 329 Tacomas at GrooveToyota.com. Start here. Go anywhere.
Closed and lease for 36 months with $35.99 to its signing. Zero security deposit on approved credit. Call 720-961-4465 for complete details. Offer expires 5/4/26.
This year, tackle all your gardening projects like a pro with Permagreen Organics, made right here in Colorado. Our new Permagreen Pro line includes everything from topsoil to sheep and peat. Buy local. Buy Permagreen Pro soil amendments, and remember, you don't need a miracle, you need Permagreen.
Listen up, Denver. This hour's keyword is block. BLOCK. Text block to 303-713-1043 right now, and you could win a $50 Dick's Sporting Goods gift card and qualify for the $1,000 grand prize. That's block to 303-713-1043.
By texting, you agree to receive an automated marketing message from DenverSports 1043 The Fan. Message and data rates may apply. For complete rules or to enter the keyword online, visit www.denversports.com/keyword.
candy shaming. I don't know how anybody can eat that. Black licorice? Ugh, ugh, ugh. Gross.
Fact checking.
I think we have another candidate for the Mike Evans Big Board of BS.
No way.
In the spirit of giving.
Mike is getting an almost new but slightly used snowblower.
Oh, is that his compensation, Mark?
No, that's just out of the goodness of my heart, Stoke.
It's Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth on Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
Somebody told me.
You know, our texters, the early morning texters.
Yeah, they're on it.
They're on it. And they're bringing up some very, very sharp observations this morning. Like, you know, that promo that ran with Zach predicting that Bo will have another
ankle issue
at some point. Mm-hmm. As one texter put it, is it just me, or would Zach be saying all this if Bo hadn't beat Josh in the playoffs?
Oh, wow.
You got me yelling now.
That is actually, you know what? I didn't even think about that.
Right? Is this some still pent-up, leftover feelings coming out following the Bills losing?
Don't worry.
Yeah.
I think the question has to be asked.
Why?
Well, you know what? You do, although you live here, your heart is in Buffalo.
He can't be that guy.
And you are a Josh Allen, dare I say it, sycophant.
This is not a drill.
It's a great,
It's
what?
a great. Hey, don't shoot the messenger. I'm just reading the text, and I think it's at least, for all the speculation that's going on about Bo, and some people think it's real. Some people called it a, quote, nothing burger. But maybe we got to speculate about Zach's motives.
It's literally impossible.
You know who wouldn't have multiple ankle surgeries? Josh Allen, because he's built different.
He's Superman.
He is.
He got that it that Jules had.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, by the way, we're going to hear from Jules coming up in What's Trending.
Really?
Yeah, we got a Julian Edelman story. I was thinking I might hold on to it till Stoke gets back, but who knows how many more days he's going to be taking Social Security checks from older guys. So
yeah. You just don't know.
I'll play it, but then hold on to it.
He'll be like, "Hey
for when he
guys,
gets back.
Hey guys, let's play 72," and they're like, swollen hips and back, and I gotta get some treatment.
Justin Simmons got the rare opportunity of retiring as a Bronco and getting a full press conference to celebrate it. Not honors that you normally see handed out, but Justin Simmons was, and I thought our buddy Troy Rank asked a great question, like, the time that Justin Simmons played here, it was a dark time. It was that era of nothingness, of bad quarterbacks and bad decisions and
17
bad
straight losses or 16 straight losses at Kansas City.
And you almost wonder, in order to really get through it, did you need to have guys like Justin Simmons who were able to put a professional, outgoing, still want to connect and put his best forward to Broncos country? Did you need to have somebody like that to help, get us through it? And if you want to talk about a legacy for Justin Simmons, should that be his legacy, that he helped, put somewhat of a positive spin on a really dark time in Broncos history?
Yeah, he was a guy that you could rely on. He's a guy that you could cheer for. He was a guy that was involved in the community. He was a guy that did things the right way, was the ultimate professional. He was a guy that when you needed a quote or you needed somebody to say something, like in the locker room, he was a go-to source for the Broncos. So, yeah, I think that you look at all those things, man, it does put his time here in a very positive light, even though it was a very dark time.
And he talked about that time here, and he was very forthright and earnest about it, about how badly he wanted to succeed here for the Broncos, for himself, and for Broncos country.
I had no regrets. I was very upset that I kept saying every year, I got up here, and I was serious. I wasn't lying to you. Like, this is the year. This, like, I believe it. Like, not trying to psych myself into it. Like, I really believed in the team, the coach, the players, everything. And it hurt not to be able to do that. And I know I was a safety. There's only so much you could control, but I don't know. It just felt like there was a lot asked, and I feel like I fell short. So that's like a lot of the emotional aspect of it. And so I felt like I let a lot of people down over the years. And so to see that type of reaction for me is more than I deserve.
Yeah, Justin, you didn't let.
No.
You didn't let us down. The list is long before we get to Justin Simmons.
But I understand what he's saying. I mean, you want to help bring a playoff caliber football team to the city that you represent. You want to help, you want to help get over the hump. You want to help get back the Broncos to where, they belong, to being one of the crown jewels in the NFL, in the NFL crown. And so. Yeah, and that didn't happen. And he's correct. There's only so much you can do. There's so much that's involved from a coaching standpoint and a quarterback standpoint and just a overall player standpoint. But I appreciate all the things that he said and the way he felt about his time here. So I do appreciate it.
Now he has no problem sitting back and being a big Broncos fan, which he actually found out this past year that, it wasn't hard to become a big Broncos fan.
How I feel about the Broncos and Broncos country is exactly what you're seeing here today. And I was like I hate saying it like this. It's not how it's supposed to be, I guess, received. But I was like almost like a proud, a proud brother, big brother, like watching the team play. And I have a newfound respect for fans because I was way more nervous on my couch than I ever was playing on Sunday in the orange and blue, especially when the team just wants to be like, yeah, let's make this interesting and win in overtime or last-second field goal or a last-second defensive stop.
I love that answer. And can you kind of go along with that? Like once you stop playing, and especially when you made roots and continue to make roots here, did you find yourself ever like watching a Broncos game and go, oh, okay, I kind of understand now what it's like to be a fan. I can kind of understand the passion and maybe sometimes the over-the-top passion and criticism that we experienced when we were players or, as a team here. Did you have that kind of epiphany that Justin Simmons shared yesterday?
I have many times. Unlike Justin, I was scared to death every game. So
that's true.
That's different, but it was a different fear. I think the one thing that I always say about players and your playing career is you're so focused on what you have to do. You're myopic in your vision toward your job that you don't necessarily have a great feel of what fans what they invest. And the thing that once I walked away from the game, you realize for me, like what my wife, like her driving me, I play on Sunday, we would all be in the car Monday morning. I mean, how many times did Monday morning at 4 a.m. she dragged the kids out of bed, we get in the car and we drive me to the surgery center right there at the tech center and drop me off, then get the kids to school, then come back and pick me up after surgery. And how many times did my kids have to see that? How many times did my wife have to deal with that? And then the next week I'm on the field again. And I didn't think anything of it. Like it just didn't even.
You're just wrapped up in your own existence.
It didn't faze me a bit. I was like, let's roll. This is what we do. And never really thought about what I put them through, what I put my parents through, what I put, and then you just don't. While you're in it, you don't think about it. Now I look at it from a 30,000-foot view, and I look at fandom, and I'm like, and I am a fan. Like I get pissed when they don't play well, right? And then you hear it here on the radio. Right. I get mad about it.
Right. Coming up, we got a chock full What's Trending. Let's see. We've got LeBron James, Hunter Goodman, John Gruden, Patrick Mahomes, Julian Edelman, Mike Vrabel, and some guy named Michael Jordan. All coming up in What's Trending next.
Everyone talks stars in Nuggets Wolves, but this series might swing on the other guys.
Who are these guys?
The shooters in the corners, the bigs off the bench, the defenders who only get one shot to change a game, one timely three, one loose ball dive. In a series this close, the margins decide everything. And the margins where numbers you don't always notice. Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan. Denver's playoff headquarters.
Imagine all that could happen in 5 years. Jobs may change, kids will grow, new memes will come out, but what if you had reliable, intelligent Wi-Fi and the price didn't change for 5 years? Thanks to Xfinity 5-year price guarantee, you don't have to worry about that part of your future. You're guaranteed 5 years of Wi-Fi that boosts speeds to your devices that need them the most, that finds and fixes any issues before you even notice them. It's like a super intelligent Wi-Fi that keeps you protected from online threats. You'll get incredible gaming speeds on multiple devices and no battling for bandwidth. For the next 5 years, all your devices will be working in perfect harmony, and you get our best equipment with no annual contracts, no fees, no strings. Plus, get online in minutes with same-day Wi-Fi. All with Xfinity's 5-year price guarantee. Lock in your price and unlock the possibilities. To get started, call, visit Xfinity.com, or drop into an Xfinity store. Xfinity, imagine that. Restrictions apply. Select plans only.
You're hearing this right now. So are your customers. That's radio. It still works. But your customers don't live in one place anymore. Tonight, they're streaming Denver's biggest game on their TV. Tomorrow, they're deep in the most popular podcast in the country. Next week, all three, all over again. We build one campaign that reaches them everywhere. Radio, streaming TV, podcasts, all under one roof, all measured, all working together. That's not a pitch, that's a system. DenverSports.com. Let's build yours.
To 15-year-old Harper, buying an $80 vintage rock t-shirt is a great investment. To Harper's mom, this logic has a few holes in it. So she helped Harper open a Wells Fargo Clear Access banking account. With no overdraft fees and tools to track spending, Harper's learning, one heavy metal tee at a time. However you make money work, Wells Fargo can work with that.
Terms apply. Visit wellsfargo.com/deposit disclosures for fees and details.
In the playoffs, everything comes down to the buzzer. One shot, one moment, no room for error. In your facility, that moment hits when the power goes out. That's when experience matters most. For over 40 years, Piper Electric has delivered expert electrical construction, service, and maintenance, including fire alarms and large-scale power distribution. Their licensed electricians are built for high-pressure situations and complex projects. Starting something new? Don't wait for the last second. Make the smart call. Include Piper Electric. Visit piperelectric.com.
Hey guys, Mark Schlereth here. In a world where dealerships come and go, one name has stood the test of time. Bozarth and Celebration Chevrolet, proudly serving Colorado since 1987 as the longest owned Chevy dealer in the state. From a huge selection of new Chevys to quality pre-owned vehicles, plus a team committed to treating you right, it's no wonder generations of Colorado drivers keep coming back. To see all the specials, visit BozarthAuto.com today. Again, that's BozarthAuto.com. Bozarth and Celebration Chevrolet. Experience you trust, service you deserve since 1987.
Evan Cohen here. PayPal is now the official peer-to-peer payment sponsor of the NFL, which means all the money moments that fandom creates, whether splitting tailgate costs or chipping in on tickets and game day food between friends, are covered. Wherever the game is played or watched, PayPal moves with fans. You can send money through text, email, or directly to your friends with eligible accounts on Venmo. Just download the PayPal app, share all the moments that matter. Account with PayPal is required, not available in all regions where PayPal operates.
Progressive knows that boat days can come with unexpected problems.
Oh no, I dropped my lip balm in the water. I can't think of anything worse than the looming threat of potentially having chapped lips. Ah, it was ginger vanilla too, my favorite flavor.
If a real problem comes along, your boat's protected 24/7 with Progressive, so you can keep worrying about boater problems. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, not available in D.C.
Imperfect analogies.
But
Mark is not inferring that Bo Nix is a serial killer.
Poor communication.
Normally your phone by this time of the day, you haven't had it on a charger in 3 days. It's somewhere buried in a bag.
And emotional outbursts.
It would have been magical. And I would have gave the bird to Payton and to down the sideline, give him the double bird as I'm running by him. Yeah, take this! You missed me!
It's Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth on Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
No Stoke this morning, as he's off today, probably playing some golf, I would assume. Not going to put his business out there on the streets, but you can all probably assume what he's doing right now. So
you're 100% right, Evans.
Exactly.
So there you go. So he's off, but we have Stink here. We have a jam-packed what's trending coming up in a little bit. But for our bottom of the hour playoff update, which we've been doing throughout the course of the playoffs and will continue as long as the Nuggets and or Avalanche are involved in the playoffs. For those of you who want David Adelman to call his players out publicly, why doesn't he? Well, he answered that question yesterday.
Because I talk to my guys individually and as a team in the locker room. You guys aren't on our team. They hear my message every day, and I have extreme confidence in this team. There's a reason why these guys won 54 games with all these different lineups. They trust each other. And, yeah, it sucks to play poorly in the playoffs, but that doesn't mean that they're non-competitive. They're competitive, obviously. What you saw the other night speaks to that, and that's who they are.
By the way, is there anything better than the ambient sounds that come out of a basketball practice, shoot around?
Right.
When you hear the balls bouncing, hitting the rim, the sneakers squeaking. Fantastic.
Yeah. The sneakers, like the little squeak of the sneakers.
Squeak, yeah.
Like that.
Same thing like at a hockey, like at a hockey skate. You have the interview going on. You hear the puck hitting the goalpost or hitting the boards.
Yeah. The puck hitting the goalpost, the twang of that. It's like the doink.
What's the better sound to you? The hitting the crossbar or a doink?
Yeah.
They're both iconic.
They are both iconic sounds.
Like
really happy.
Like the doink is kind of like, oh.
Right. But unless it ricochets in.
But yes. And then the ting, of the crossbar is, it's like the emotions that you feel positively or negatively there too. I don't know. I don't know which one is more iconic.
Yeah, when you talk about game of inches.
Yes.
I mean, that's game of inches. Like when the puck just flushes a crossbar and it tings and it just, just ricochets off into Never Never Land, into the corners, or I like that is always one of those like, you missed it by that much.
That much.
Yeah.
So what about those comments there about why he doesn't call players out publicly? Because I would think the fan in you, the guy here sitting here, is like, why not? Jaden McDaniels called you guys out. Why don't you respond in some way?
Yeah.
Why? But does the player in you say, I kind of like the fact that Adelman keeps the dirty laundry inside?
Yeah, no, you don't ever. Like Michael Malone didn't take guys out behind the woodshed or in front of the media and say, so-and-so sucked tonight, right? That's not. It's a we thing. We did not play well. We did not match their intensity. We did not. I think that is perfectly okay. And as a player, I'm fine with that. I am fine with you standing up and going, man, that is not the way we coach. That is not the way we talk. That is not the way that we expect ourselves to perform, and that is not acceptable. There is nothing wrong with going out in front of the media and laying that out there and letting your team know that you're pissed and letting your fan base know that you are pissed. The issue with the way that Adelman is doing it is I talked to them behind closed doors. I don't have any problem with their compete. We just didn't score on offense. When you sit there, it sounds like you're just standing up making excuses for your guys and you're not holding them accountable. Now, behind closed doors, maybe you are holding them accountable, but perception becomes reality. And when somebody calls your team out by name and you don't respond verbally in front of a press conference, and then your team doesn't respond in the next game,
soft.
That's what comes to mind. Like I said right after that game, that was game 3. And I told you on this program, and I think that day was just you and I think Stoke was off that day, but I told you that from my professional perspective is that I was offended by the way they responded to the comments by McDaniels and by their lack of perceived, red ass. And there has got to be some of that on your professional sports team.
All right, so the Nuggets tonight, Timberwolves game 6. Meanwhile, the Avalanche just chilling, taking time off, letting Minnesota and Dallas beat each other up. And I think I am safe in speaking for Avs fans and saying you want Dallas to win tonight to force a game 7, and then you want Minnesota to break the Stars' hearts in game 7 in their barn and send Mikko and the Stars packing for the summer, but only after a 7-game war.
Okay, but you'd still be okay, though, if Minnesota won tonight.
Yeah, I mean,
like in an overtime type of game.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
but trust me, the way that Avs fans feel about the Dallas Stars, whatever regrets that they would have about it not going 7 would be quickly forgotten.
Right.
With the glee that ding dong, Dallas is dead.
Let me ask you a question, because I've told you this many, many times. I want the path of least resistance.
Correct.
I just don't, like, from a matchup standpoint, I'm fine with the easiest matchup.
Yep.
I'm good with
Me
that.
too.
I'm good with that. From a fan base standpoint, do Avalanche fans want to beat Dallas? Are they more of a, I'd like to face Dallas, I'd like to meet, like they're the ones that knocked us out of the playoffs a year ago? Like, would you rather?
Let me answer your question with a question. Are you guaranteeing that the Avs win the series? Because if you can't guarantee it, then I don't know if Avs fans want Dallas again.
You can't guarantee you're going to win either series.
I know. So would beating Dallas be more sweeter than beating Minnesota? Of course. Yes! Of course. But there are some nightmares there.
I want to know who Avs fan wants to face.
I think they want to face Minnesota. But I'll throw that question out. We'll take the temperature.
Rectally.
Because we're all about accuracy.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Avs fans, here's your question in the morning. Game 6 coming up tonight. Who do you want? Who do you want to face? What's the question? Question is this. Who do you want to face in the second round, Minnesota or Dallas? There you go. Let us know. RamosLaw.com text line 303-713-1043. Also on our Denver Sports YouTube channel. Let's get to what's trending.
From sports and news to entertainment and downright debauchery, Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth presents What's Trending Right Now.
Tell me, Mark Schlereth. Tell me. The Los Angeles Lakers are halfway home to pulling off NBA history. No NBA team has ever come from 0-3 down to win a series. It's never happened.
Mm-hmm.
And for a long time, it had never happened in baseball either. Until the New York Yankees, of all people, became the first major league team to blow a 3-0 lead. And no matter how many championships they've won in New York, that is something you can't live down. Well, same thing with the Lakers. Same thing with the Lakers, right? One of the storied franchises in basketball history. They lost last night to a Rockets team, by the way, playing still without Kevin Durant. And what was once a 3-0 lead is now 3-2. Tell me.
So
tell me
you're
there's
telling
a chance.
me there's a chance. Of course there's a chance.
Telling me there's a chance.
Tell
the
me.
Lakers.
Tell me.
Of course there's a chance. It's the Lakers. And, Houston's a damn good team. So is there a chance? Of course there's a chance. Now, do I think it's going to happen? Probably not.
No, but boy, we can do our best to speak it into existence.
I know one thing. The NBA has a vested interest in the Lakers moving on to the second round.
Right.
I understand that. So They have a vested interest in LeBron and a vested interest in everybody from that Lakers organization moving on. So I know that to be a fact.
Well, Lakers blew it at home last night on their home court, so they have to go back to Houston for a Game 6. We can only hope. Boy, the pucker factor in Hollywood, if they have to go back for a Game 7, woo, sign me up for that. Also, in the NHL playoffs, hopefully you took in that Philadelphia-Pittsburgh game last night. 0-0 going into overtime. Just a great hockey game, and it was Philly that gets the win, and that was a great scene in Philadelphia. That's a young, frisky, hungry, they don't know what they don't know type team in Philly.
Yeah.
And there are some teams, especially in hockey, which is always fighting for attention and recognition and relevance. There are some really good hockey towns, hockey cities around America, and you love to see those hockey cities get rewarded. And so when I look at these NHL playoffs and I see a team like Buffalo having the success that they've had, a team like Philadelphia, the NHL is always a little bit better when you have good hockey towns like Buffalo and Philadelphia having the success that they're having.
Yeah,
I don't care about the Rust Belt, really, Carolina, Tampa, who cares?
Right. Yeah, Philly, I love the Sabres I'm with you 100%. I mean, Pittsburgh is one of those teams for me too, though. Yeah, like the Penguins have got a great history.
True.
Great history.
Yeah, no, that's true, but they've had their success.
And then you got the Canadian teams that, I just don't. There's too many. There's too much. I understand the history of the NHL, in Canada and everything, but there's just too much Canadian stuff for me.
Too much.
Pound sand, moron. It just is. We need to even it out.
Which is why when the Avalanche win the Stanley Cup and they get ready to hand out the Conn Smythe Trophy, you are now going to refer to it as
Whoa. We no longer. It's the Constantine Falkland Carey Smythe Trophy.
Correct.
Guy was an incredible businessman.
He was, yes.
Soldier.
Yeah.
He was a diplomat.
Built the Toronto Maple Leafs.
Built the Maple Leafs from scratch.
Conn Smythe. Constantine.
Right. That's right.
I like that.
He was like, what is this, a maple leaf? Yes, I'll make a building. I'll make a hockey rink out of it.
Next to what's trending, hey, the Rockies. 15 hits, 13 runs. They win 13-2 over a Reds team, which is off to one of the hottest starts in baseball. So these Rockies quietly, with everything going on with the Broncos and the Avs and the Nuggets, the Rockies quietly hanging in there. 14-17. Hovering around. Listen, if this team can hover around 500 for a good chunk of the summer, man, I will consider that a successful season.
The great thing about the Rockies, I guess it's a double-edged sword for the Rockies because they're doing this and they're flying under the radar. Because NHL playoffs are going on, obviously the NBA playoffs are going on. We've got Broncos news with the draft, and their free agency, and then we've got the Bo Nick's ankle thing. So they're just kind of flying under the radar right now. The issue that can be good, but right now you kind of should be paying a little bit of attention to them because of what they're doing. But come July, the end of June, and for that couple-week period before camp starts, there's about a 4-week period there before training camp starts.
That time between, hopefully, when we have 1 or 2 parades,
right,
and the start of Broncos training camp, the spotlight will be on them.
Right, and that's
how do they handle it?
That's when you hope for the Rockies that they can continue this kind of upward trend, this just below 500 baseball, because it just exceeds expectations. What you hope doesn't happen for them is all of a sudden you're going, the Rockies crazy. They're nestled up against 500. Let me tune in for 4 weeks. And then they just, exactly.
Well, their stud, Hunter Goodman, is back to doing Hunter Goodman stuff. And boy, what a player he's developed into. 2 more home runs, drove in 3, 9 home runs, 14 ribbies on the season. and doing a great job behind the dish as well. So good job, Rockies. 13-2 over the Reds.
And he's got that Abe Lincoln neck beard thing going on.
Love it.
Little
Love
Andrew Luckish.
So next in what's trending, so we love these John Gruden quarterback camps that he does, before the draft, and we see
You know what I want from Bo Nix? More syllables.
And so we love seeing, him sitting down with these quarterbacks, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, this surfaced yesterday, and I grabbed it. This is John Gruden prior to the draft. His visit with one Patrick Mahomes.
Well, why don't you square yourself? Why don't you get yourself in a better throwing position? Because you don't have to?
Exactly. Coaches say something to me all the time. They're like, when you need to get more downhill, but if you can make the throw, I guess I just make it.
What if I said to you, hey, there's some fundamental things we got to work on. You got to tighten up.
Yeah, no doubt. That's what I've been trying to work on. Is just.
Are you showing off here? Are you showing off at times? Tell me.
No, I'm not really trying to. I'm just
Yeah,
trying,
you are.
I'm just trying to make throws. I'm just trying to make some throws. And
no, you're showing it off. You're proud of it, and you want to show it off. Ain't that part of being a quarterback and being a great one?
You got to have confidence for sure, and you got to show what you got.
That's the greatest show I've ever seen, run to your left. And you know what it does? It fills the stadium.
Yes, sir.
People love it. What's that thing they do?
Guns up.
I'm doing that. I'm sitting in my office watching you. I'm calling my friends around the league. I go, have you seen a kid at Texas Tech?
Yes, sir.
And you're feeling the buzz out there. People are talking about you. They haven't seen throws like this.
The force is strong in this one. I can feel the presence.
The presence. was that like pre?
This was pre-draft.
Yeah, pre-draft years ago.
Mahomes, yeah.
Yeah, Mahomes is.
And remember, at that time, he was
Mahomes
not considered
a
surefire. I remember our guy Leggy, Jeff Legwald, had his top. He puts out his top 100 in order, ranking the players coming out in the draft. I think he had Mahomes like 54th or something like that.
Yeah.
So
there was a group of evaluators that were like greatest player ever. And then there was a group like, man, he's never won at Texas Tech. They've always been about 500. He's just he's got to tighten up the mechanics and all that kind of stuff. And so there is, differing opinions on all these guys.
Well, we can be shine a little positive light there on Patrick Mahomes now that the Broncos own the Chiefs. And Vance Joseph owns Mahomes.
That's obvious.
So, we can be more magnanimous now. You know what I mean? We're being more magnanimous. We never would have played that a year or two ago.
No.
But now that we own the Chiefs,
right.
now that
He's not tall.
Now that we're the reigning AFC West champions.
Right.
Yeah.
Did we swept the Chiefs this year,
yes.
right? Of
course
we did.
Now we can be a little bit more magnanimous in our Patrick Mahomes coverage. Next, I will save this because it does involve one Julian Edelman, and I know I will want Stoke to hear this when he gets back. But here's Julian Edelman telling a cool Michael Jordan story.
We were playing the Super Bowl in 2014, and it was my first Super Bowl, and it's in Arizona. And Friday night before the game, you take your family out to dinner, and I roll up, and my parents and everyone's all in there, and I roll up in Michael Jordan and Derek Jeter right there in the line, and I go up to Derek. I go, hey, Mr. Jeter, Julian Edelman, I'm playing in the Super Bowl tomorrow. I just wanted to, meet you, say hello, how are you doing? And Jeter, charming dude, awesome, talking, oh, I can't wait to see you play. Jordan doesn't say a thing to me. He's like sitting right there. At the end of the conversation, I go to say, hey, nice meeting you. Miss Jordan, nice meeting you. Jordan grabs my hand and pulls me close and says, don't f it up, kid. I got a lot on you tomorrow. And then that was all I said. Made me love him even more.
Yeah, Jordan didn't take time away from basketball to play baseball. Okay, he wasn't scratching.
Stop it.
Wasn't scratching an itch there.
Right. Let me ask you this. Why were you out on Saturday? Do you have your days confused, Jules? You don't go out on Saturday.
Oh, before the Super Bowl?
Yeah.
The night before? Maybe it was Friday?
Maybe, yeah.
You guys have curfew on Saturday?
We had team functions, team night before the game meetings. You got probably a team dinner. I mean, you're at this. You got obviously have to babysit the idiots on your team. You know,
right?
Like,
don't want any Eugene.
How'd that work out?
Was it Eugene Robinsons?
Exactly.
Don't need any of those.
Yeah, you don't need any Eugenes. So yeah, I mean that must have been like a Friday night, or a Thursday night dinner.
All right. Finally, remember the Bud Light commercials, Real Men of Genius?
Oh, I love those commercials.
Right?
Those were great.
Those were great, right?
Yeah.
Well, somebody, more proof the internet's undefeated. Somebody came up with a Real Men of Genius Mike Vrabel ad.
Oh gosh.
Here it is.
Bud Light presents Real Men of Genius.
Real Men of Genius.
This offseason, we salute you, Mr. Strictly Professional Hot Tub Guy.
Mr. Strictly Professional Hot Tub Guy.
While others use the spa to soothe their aching hamstrings, you use 104-degree water to go off the record until the entire news cycle explodes.
Just 2 pounds relaxing.
Ah, the beauty of Sedona. Red Rocks, the breeze, the sounds of Mr. Kraft firing DJs for talking about a scandal that supposedly never happened.
Scrap the internet.
Each night, a magical revelation of erased Twitter feeds and leaked photos, and a wife who just called a divorce lawyer.
Deflategate too. Strictly Professional.
Bud Light Beer in Husabush, St. Louis, Missouri.
There you go.
Bow chicka bow wow.
That's pretty good. That is pretty good.
I didn't realize that. Yeah, a couple of longtime Boston sports talk hosts were fired, and while it was not directly announced that this was the reason why, the speculation was that they were fired because of commentary criticism, the way the Patriots, Mike Vrabel, everything, and that Bob Kraft reached out and pulled some strings and got these guys fired.
That's weak sauce.
I hope
that's weak.
Yeah.
That's weak sauce.
I mean, pot meet kettle.
Yeah.
I mean, come on
if
now.
If that is the case by the Patriots, that's just weak sauce by the Patriots organization and Bob Kraft.
You're talking, I hate you.
If that is true. Like, if you can't handle the criticism when you go off the rails a little bit, Mr. Kraft, and if that is true, then that is just as
Don't
weak.
call him Mr. Kraft. Why,
Bob,
why,
Robert?
Why, just because you become a billionaire owner of a professional sports team, do we have to start calling you Mr.?
Do we call
I
him
never understood that.
Bob?
Call him Bob, but call
Well,
him.
he's
Why Mr.? Why?
Because he's old.
Yeah, but no, that's it. The whole Mr. thing doesn't come about because of treating your elders a certain way. It comes about because of their status, and I've never liked that. I mean,
well, you're Mr.
You still put your pants on just like everybody else.
If
Why should I have someone call you Mr.?
If you're like going to career day and your kids are younger, they introduce you as Mr. Evans.
Yeah,
like teachers,
a bunch of kids. But why should you, sitting here right now, refer to him as Mr. Kraft?
It's like, why do I say the National Football League instead of the NFL? I always say the National Football League. I don't know. It just becomes part of the vernacular, I guess.
Yeah.
No?
Stink's starting to do it. He thinks he's doing things that he's not doing.
Yeah. Should I just call him Bobby?
Call him Bob.
Bob.
I mean, fine, call him Robert Kraft. I don't care. But the Mr. stuff.
Well, when I'm doing a New England game and he comes in and he decks out.
Do you kiss him like Brady does?
I kneel down. I kiss his ring. No, I do call him Mr. Kraft.
Oh, jeez. What's wrong with you? All right, that'll do it for what is trending.
I don't know. I like the free food.
Well, if that's what it takes to make
delicious.
Sure that you are treated properly while you're there in Foxborough, the home of Tommy Nalen, I guess that's what you do. Coming up next, Jamal Murray gives us the Nuggets to-do list for Game 6. And did Scott Wedgwood, Jared Bednar, get snubbed? That's next.
The Nuggets head back to Minneapolis with everything on the line in Game 6. Denver Stars have been punched, pushed, and challenged at every turn in this series. And now it's about response. Can Nikola Jokic reclaim control and drag the champs back home for a Game 7? Can Jamal Murray find that late series magic again? Or will Minnesota smell blood and close the door behind that ferocious defense? Nuggets, Wolves, Game 6. Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan. Denver's playoff headquarters.
Well, for too many people dealing with consistent joint pain, fighting it sometimes turns to acceptance. It goes from pain to just dealing with it. If this is you, it doesn't need to be that way. Not when QC Kinetics is such a good alternative. QC Kinetics takes your own body's natural healing properties, put directly into that aching joint, renewing and restoring it to the point you get lasting relief and all the benefits that go along with it, like getting back to enjoying your favorite activities, even trying new ones. If you're dealing with joint pain in your knees, hips, back, or shoulders, from arthritis or from a work or sports injury, see what QC Kinetics can do for you. The science is real. The treatments are all natural. This is you fighting that annoying joint pain with your strongest weapon possible, your own body. And when I say all natural, I mean it. No drugs, no steroids, no surgery, no long recovery. Don't wait. The longer the inflammation sits in that joint, the more damage it does. Schedule your free consultation with QC Kinetics. Call 303-900-8986, 303-900-8986. Got locations in Aurora, Superior, Highlands Ranch, and the Springs. It's QC Kinetics.
This is a test of the emergency alert system. This has been a test of the emergency alert system.
Veterans and active duty service members, when your call to service ends, your mission doesn't have to. Go from GI to IT in just a few months at My Computer Career. Prepare for a high-demand career in cybersecurity, protecting people, systems, and institutions from real cyber threats. Cyber warriors are needed now. Will you answer the call? Go to mycomputercareer.edu/CWP to learn more. That's mycomputercareer.edu/CWP, an elite CompTIA certification partner. VA education benefits are available to those who qualify.
Support comes from Amazon Business. You can't rely on guesswork to run your business. With Smart Business Buying, innovative AI tools optimize your purchasing experience, paired with delivery options built for business. Empower your team today. Learn more at AmazonBusiness.com.
Save $2 when you buy 2 cans of Superior Products Coverall Tire Dressing. Plus, get 4 times O-Rewards points now at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Performance matters in intimate moments. Don't let ED ruin them. This is Jeff for the Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic, and I want to assure you that if you're like the vast majority of guys, you don't have to suffer with ED anymore. In fact, you might be pleasantly surprised at how the right treatments could positively impact your love life. At the Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic, our advanced medical therapies go far beyond pills. We have treatments that are effective in well over 90% of cases, and we offer specific and combinative treatments that can dramatically enhance both your performance and your stamina. You could even last up to an hour or more and bring a far greater level of intimacy to both you and the one you love, perhaps performing like you haven't in years. So call us today and find out why our advanced treatment strategies offer so much more. Your first visit is just $99 and gets you blood work, a medical consult, and if medically advised, a test dose. And if that test dose doesn't work in the office, your visit is free. Call 720-440-7900 or go to RockyMountainMen'sClinic.com. Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic, advanced medical science to improve men's lives.
Jacob's Law, 303 Law 4040. Really proud of this case that we just settled. There was a young man very seriously injured. In fact, I had to go to the hospital and meet with him and his family. And we checked with the insurance companies while I was at the hospital, and they claimed no insurance coverage on either side. And on top of that, he had no medical insurance. So he was going to be facing about $400,000 in medical bills. And I said to the family, I said, I cannot make you any promises, but I know no other lawyer is going to touch this case because the insurance companies say they won't pay, but I want to try. Let me at least try. And I put my team at 303 Law 4040 on it, and they found $75,000 in insurance coverage that the insurance companies did not want to pay. So not only did we get them $75,000, but we also found a way to get them on Medicaid. So the $400,000 in bills was covered by medical insurance as well. We were proud. We fought for them. We'll fight just as hard for you if you ever need us. The number is 303 Law 4040. Go ahead, save that number in your phone. You never know when you're going to need us. It's 303 Law 4040.
Stream Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth, Dover and Cecil, The Drive, and all your favorite shows on the Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan app. Powered by Advanced Tax Solutions. Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan. KKFN and KKFN HD1 Longmont, Denver. Powered by Able Builders. It's Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth. Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan presents Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth.
All right, good Thursday morning to you. Big day on tap. I think it's a big day.
Do you now?
But you, Mark Schlereth, no Stokley today, but you, who have dubbed Game 6 tonight and however and whatever's left in this series, the, quote, nothing to gain and everything to lose game and series, according to you. So the Nuggets and Timberwolves tonight. Let me try again. I vowed to our listeners I would at least try to chip away. Those that, and you do have a lot of people supporting you, but those who believe, now wait a minute, hold on, Stink. There is a lot to be gained by winning this series. I'm going to try to chip away.
Okay.
Is there anything they can do tonight? First of all, they have to win. That goes without saying.
Yeah, they got to win.
But is there anything they can do in the process of winning tonight in Minnesota, where you know it's going to be the Timberwolves' last stand? Is there anything the Nuggets can do in winning that will change the way you feel about this Nuggets team in this series?
No, because I think I look at this like if DiVincenzo isn't hurt, if Anthony Edwards isn't hurt, I don't think the Nuggets get out of this series. And my expectation was for them to. I thought they'd win in. I think we picked it. What did we pick? I think Stoke was in 6.
6. I think you and I were Nuggets in 5.
5. Gentleman sweep. And, then you come out after you split in Denver and Jade McDaniels comes out and just eviscerates your defense, basically calls you soft, basically calls you trash, and then you have no response in 2 games in Minnesota for that, even when they lost DiVincenzo within the first minute and a half. And Anthony Edwards in the second quarter.
Define your response to Jaden McDaniels, because I've heard that all week, and I want you to define it, because one thing that we've learned about this Nuggets team, even in the process of winning a championship, I mean, this is not these aren't the bad boy Pistons, okay? I mean, the Nuggets are a team that when they win because of amazing efficiency offensively, amazingly unselfish play, making the right play, finding the open man. I mean, that was all the stuff that accompanied the Nuggets when they won the championship. Nobody was like, man, I mean, boy, the bravado they put out there, the swagger. I mean, nobody talked about it. So now you all of a sudden want them to adopt a mentality that has never really existed with them?
I want them to respond and play defense. They've shown in stretches they can play some defense. But I want them to respond when they say, hey, they've got nobody that can play in the paint. They've got no rim protection. They've got no, from an athletic standpoint, we can get by them and we can just attack them in the paint. And then they go about, they tell you exactly what they think of you. They tell you exactly what they're going to do. And then they go out and execute it, and you're standing around watching it. That's how I felt. I felt like, listen, I understand that you guys, from an athletic perspective, they have they're a deeper athletic team than you are, right? But how do you combat that? Well, you combat that by playing tough. You combat that by when they do go to the hole, you just don't let them finish with a dunk. You stop them. You get a good hard foul. And then you rotate several guys to do that. And, you deter them attacking you in the paint. And I remember that game too. I remember, was it on the broadcast? Was it Austin Rivers that just kept saying, "Man, they just got to get to the paint. They got to get to the paint. They got to get to the paint." And when they started getting to the paint, they were just like dominating that game. And so, those are the things that I look at and say, at what point are you going to squelch that uprising? And I keep going back, and I had this conversation. This Nuggets conversation with a former coach for the Broncos when I played with the Broncos, and we were just talking about playing the Raiders and how Mike Shanahan would stand in front of the team. Like, he would just stand in front and say, hey, man for man, they're more athletically gifted than us. Man for man, they're a more talented team than us. But you know what we are? We're tougher. You know what we are? We're more physical. You know what we are? We're going to run the ball on them. We're going to – like, you have to be able, when you're not built that way. You're built the way you're built, right? You're not going to change the way you're built. But you have to be able to say, okay, we're not as athletic as you. How are we going to make you play to our level? And that's what I don't see. I don't see that adjustment. I don't see that as something that Adelman is doing to make them, to take away some of that athleticism.
All right, David Adelman, what did you learn from Game 5 that you want to employ using and moving forward?
More depth. I thought the guys that came in changed the game for us. And then not to mention, I just thought we played much more comfortable game. Looked more like us. And you take, from that game, you just want to build off it. Like we said, I thought, like I said, in Game 4, we got beat. We saw some things that were better. Game 5, those things got even better. So you just have to build on stuff as you go through a series. It's not about the elimination game. It's just about us getting better day by day.
All right, I think as we've listened to David Adelman, you got a pretty good, clear idea about what he thinks is the strength of this team and how they're going to win. And it's not, well, we got to dig in defensively. It is clearly
outscore
people, and show a nugget level of efficiency and precision that we've seen with them in the past, and that's how they're going to win.
Okay.
And so that's why when he came out and said after Game 3 and Game 4 and made it about the offense, and then he follows that up by saying we were more comfortable. How were they more comfortable? They looked more comfortable on offense. Different guys were contributing, right? It wasn't all just on Nikola and Jamal Murray. So that's – I mean, let's boil it down to what it is. That's how David Adelman views the strengths of this team and how they have to win. It has nothing to do with being tough on defense or anything like that. It's being better on offense.
Yeah, so let's flip it around. What have the Timberwolves been able to do?
Play defense. Take them out of that.
And make them uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Right? That's what they've done. So you're sitting there saying, well, we were more comfortable, and our shots went down. And, that was the key to our victory, right? What happens when Minnesota, when Rudy Gobert shuts down Jokic again? When all of a sudden that two-man game isn't working? When
Chaos.
All of a sudden you're not letting Cam Johnson get to the rim. When all of a sudden you're playing your game again, and you're disrupting the offensive flow of the Nuggets.
Well, David Adelman's answer will be, Cam Johnson, you have to be as aggressive as you were in Game 5. It can't just be the comfort of playing at home. You got to do it in hostile territory.
Yeah.
Spencer Jones, you got to knock down those corner threes on the road like you did at home.
Yeah.
You were
Spencer
comfortable.
Jones was awesome.
You guys were comfortable at home. And that reflected in the way they played offense. Now can you do it on the road?
Here would be my question. Here would be my question for Adelman. Because you are relying on, hey, man, we were more comfortable, and we performed on the offensive side like we're used to. What happens, Coach, when that's not what happens on the road? When they are athletically getting to the rim, when you are settling for the deep shot and it's not going in? How do you – the problem that I have is – I don't see adjustments. I see them continuing to play the same style of basketball and hoping.
You're asking the Nuggets to go out and beat the Timberwolves at their own game, and I don't think they can do that. If they're going to win, they're going to have to do it the way they play their game at a very high level. And if they can't do it, well, then we talk about it all the time. We talk about this all the time. Styles make fights, and how you're like, this isn't good. We're getting dragged into their style. We're getting dragged into their tempo. We got to get back to playing our tempo. I mean, we let me
ask you this.
For all sports, we talk about it. So why wouldn't it apply tonight?
I'll ask you, but I'll counter that by saying, did you see Cam Johnson get to the rim
in Game 5?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so it can be done.
It can be done. Yes.
Okay, it can be done.
Yeah.
Have we seen Jokic take over a game on Gobert and just fill it up for 60?
Yes.
Yes, we have.
Right.
So it can be done.
Right. So what are we talking? We're dancing around the subject.
Yeah.
Guess what? The players who have proven they can do what they can do need to do it.
And the coach needs to say, if we're not knocking down shots, let's shoot ourselves back into this thing. Hey guys, we're going to have to adjust our approach a little bit here. and we're going to have to do some of the things that they're doing to us.
Well, that's a sticky wicket then, because then you're asking this team to do things that comfort again they're not comfortable with doing, or doing things that are outside their identity. I mean, I think it just comes down to if they can't do what they do well, I don't know if there's a counter for them.
Okay, I'm just asking for a level of intensity and toughness. And you heard him say that in that clip you just hey, man, deeper bench. We need to rotate some more guys. And if that's the case, if it's about, hey, rotating guys so that you can be a little bit fresher, rotating guys so that maybe you can get Jamal Murray off the ball so he's not handling it as much in the press. If you can rotate some of those adjustments that Adelman did make in Game 5, Valanciunas all of a sudden, who didn't play, I think, a second in Game 4, played, 10 minutes or something in Game 5. Those things have to happen.
What is up with the cabbage beard?
Boy, I hope he ate a lot of cabbage last night. I hope he didn't do anything. 2 days. I hope he hasn't washed, combed, manicured, manscaped, anything with that beard. I want that thing to be as robust and pungent as possible.
Right. Just piquant. You can wash your body, but you keep, because he's 7 foot, so the spigot.
Right.
Right, if you're at the Four Seasons, the spigot is hitting you somewhere in the midsection.
Yeah, just do chest down.
Chest down, so you can wash your, nethers, clean those things up
balls,
a little bit.
Man.
Oh, jeez.
So you can get the nethers clean.
Yes.
But you want that beard as cabbagey as possible.
Jamal Murray, what's the to-do list for Game 6 tonight?
Finish on the break. I think that was a big thing. It is a 2 or 3. Just score the ball. I've had a couple turnovers on the break. A couple of other guys have had other ones where it's especially after a good defensive stop, we got to be able to score those because they're coming back the other way doing the same thing. So I think turnovers, rebounding, and transition is going to be the key for today.
Ambient basketball noises. Love it.
Transition. What he said there about transition?
I would love. You know what? Here is one thing I'd like to see them do more. Run more.
Run
more.
When they are in transition and they are running and they're pushing it, I think that's when they're at their best offensive rhythm.
Yes. And it doesn't let Minnesota get into their half-court D and beat them up.
The other thing that ends up happening, how many times have you seen Minnesota on a make play transition basketball and get right to the rim? You cannot I get it off a miss, Mike, off a long rebound, and you're in the run game and you're in the transition game, but off a make and you got to take it back from out of bounds and they still get a break on you, that's unacceptable.
All right, line change. Let's pivot to the Avs, and they had a off day, several off days, but they had an off day practice yesterday, and we got a chance to hear from Jared Bednar, who
really happy.
He's very happy.
Yeah.
But not happy, but trying to look at the bigger picture when it comes to Scott Wedgwood being snubbed as a Vezina Trophy finalist. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I think he deserves to be in that list. Of course, I'm biased. I don't know if it, I really don't care about the league awards. There's only one trophy I care about. So I feel like there's a lot of our guys that are the same way. If I cared, I could probably put together a case that Wedge should be in there over somebody else, or maybe not. Maybe I look at the numbers and say the 3 guys that are nominated are the guys that should be nominated, but I haven't done that work, so I can't really comment too much on it.
So while I totally get what Bedsy's saying, hey, will any of this matter if we're toting Lord Stanley's Cup around downtown Denver?
No.
But yeah, as a fan, especially stories like Wedgwood, to see that story get celebrated to the fullest degree and winning an award like that, or at least be nominated. And what bothers you is that you look at Wedgwood and you see a guy that throughout the course of the season was first in the NHL in save percentage, first in the NHL in goals against, fourth in wins, tied for third in shutouts. But here's the problem. He played and started 10 to 15 games less than the 3 finalists, who are Andrei Vasilevsky of Tampa, Ilya Sorokin of the Islanders and Jeremy Swayman of Boston. But is this a case where Jared Bednar's very well established, right into the beginning of the Kings series, goaltending tandem strategy has just come back to bite Scott Wedgwood individually?
Oh, sure it has, because once Wedgwood took over early in the season and was phenomenal, and then when Blackwood came back, and the whole you can't lose your job to an injury. Yeah, you can. If the other guy is better than you, you can lose your job. But, the even every other night, the way they were playing, the tandem aspect of what they were doing in goal was incredible. How many, if you look at the win percentage, the goals against, the win percentage, and all those things about Wedgwood, if you gave him that extra 12 games, where would he be on total wins? Would he be number one in total wins? Of course.
Would he have had a chance to have a shutout or two in those extra 10, 12 games?
Of course he would. So he would be number one across every significant metric if you gave him those extra games to play. So it's unfortunate for him, but listen, like you said, there's one trophy that matters. That's Lord Stanley's Cup. And for Wedgie, he could get the Constantine Falkland Carey Smythe Award.
Good point.
And
that would matter a lot more.
Yeah, that would be big.
The Constantine Smythe Award would be a lot more impactful than the Vezina.
Carey.
Yes. I would love to take credit for this, but I saw this tweet yesterday from somebody that made its way around, and I think this sums it up perfectly. When it comes to the idea of the Avalanche team success hurting these guys individually when it comes to some of these awards, and it goes like this. So let me see if I have this straight. Wedgwood can't win the Vezina because he plays behind Makar, who can't win the Norris because he plays with McKinnon, who can't win the Hart because he plays with Makar and Natchez, who are coached by Bednar, who can't win the Jack Adams because he coaches Makar and McKinnon.
Correct.
I think that is 100% sums it up perfectly. That the Avs team success is hurting these guys individually, that the sum of all these parts is outweighing the individual parts, which I think is completely bogus.
What is the name for the executive of the year in hockey? Because at the very least, Chris
McFarland?
Yeah, well, I mean, think about it. If you're getting snubbed because this team is so flippin' talented that we can't give anybody an individual award because Makar plays with McKinnon and McKinnon play then at least McFarland should get Executive of the Year.
I'm looking. I had forgotten about this one. The King Clancy Award.
The King Clancy.
Given to the player who best exemplifies leadership qualities on and off the ice. Not to be confused with the Lady Bing that goes to the player who plays the most gentlemanly out there.
Yes.
Isn't mean, isn't nasty.
The kindest.
Plays kind.
The
Jim Gregory General Manager of the Year Award.
Which
was inaugurated in 2010.
2010.
Yeah.
What was the King guy?
King Clancy. You got to admit some of these names are pretty cool.
I wonder who King Clancy was.
Had to have been a king.
Henceforth the name King.
You'd think.
Right. Speaking of kings, did you see Charles?
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Right?
I did see him. Anything else you'd like to add?
No, I just thought I loved all the stuff going around with the internet, which was just I thought this was a no kings but
apparently we do allow kings.
Yeah,
apparently
some kings are good.
And is there any truth? No, I'm not going to say it. Nope.
What?
Say it. Nope.
No, go ahead. Say it. Go ahead. Say it. You won't get yourself in any trouble.
Yeah, right. Why don't you say what you said during the break there?
I'm going to calm down a little bit.
Yeah,
it was just a theory.
Hey, be careful. Trust me, as somebody, take my Gabe adventure. Okay, sometimes your head gets ahead of your mouth.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Your brain, your lizard brain, gets a little bit ahead of your mouth.
Yeah. Sometimes.
And sometimes you'd like to have some things back.
Sometimes you're just sitting around going, here's a take that nobody's thought about.
Yes.
And it's probably the reason nobody's thought about it is because it's really best not thought about.
Exactly.
Massive underachieving
Yes,
disappointment.
there's an old axiom in our business. You can say anything you want at least once on the radio.
Yeah, anything you want.
Anything you want, you can say.
Yeah.
At least once.
Think about the DJs in Boston.
That's right.
That's where they found that rule to be true.
The Mike Vrabel, and they heard from Bobby Kraft.
Everybody gets one.
So we asked the question. In fact, Johnny Fever put out a poll question on our Denver Sports YouTube channel for everybody there. Subscribe. You can vote. And the question was, as an As fan, who do you want? Who do you want in the next round? Do you want Minnesota? Or do you want Dallas? And you can vote on our poll. Early results, early returns have Minnesota, 57% to 43% who As fans want. On our RamosLaw.com text line, Evans, as appealing as an opponent that had to empty the tank in a 7-game series may seem, I want nothing to do with a Game 7 between Minnesota and Dallas. Best case, you get a competent opponent who has the confidence of being able to overcome a closeout miss at home and win a Game 7 on the road. Minnesota wins tonight in 2 overtimes is perfect. Some more. Let's face it, Minnesota. I do not want to face the Stars. The same reason I didn't want the Nuggets facing the Timberwolves. Another one, Minnesota. Don't match up well with Dallas. Nate in Canyon City. Definitely Minnesota. I live in Dallas.
Yeah.
Can't stand Stars fans. Do not want to play them. But then we had some who say, absolutely, I want Dallas. I want to slay that demon.
Yeah, I understand both. I think, what we've talked about on this program, what you've talked about is I think it's a better matchup to play Minnesota. I think we match up better against them than we do against Dallas. I understand, from a fan standpoint, I want the best and I want, slay the dragon and but as a player, man, I want the path of least resistance. And I think most people here feel like Minnesota is the path of least resistance.
Correct.
Although I think both these teams are, obviously they're both good.
And human nature as a fan is absolutely appropriate here because not only as a fan do you think about, what team would it feel sweeter to beat? Of course, Dallas.
Right.
But here's also how the fan's mind works. Which team would it hurt more to lose to? Dallas.
It hurts. Yeah, it hurts.
So
losing to Dallas hurts more than, for instance, losing to the Kraken.
Oh, yeah.
The Kraken, you're like, we over.
Although I am getting worried about the Kraken.
You should be worried about the Kraken.
I was a little bit too cocky about that series.
That was the downfall.
Boy, that was the height of hubris.
It was.
You and me.
That was
both
like,
of us, but me mostly.
Yeah, that was
My God, I was so condescending to that Seattle guy.
Yeah, mostly. It's almost like the way Andy Reid approached the Super Bowl against Tampa, where he just refused to run the ball.
Right.
Like, we don't need to run the ball to win this game.
Right.
What do you know about attacking downhill in the run game?
Yeah. Attacking downhill in the run game.
So there you go. You can vote. Subscribe to the Denver Sports YouTube channel. It is a very tight-knit group, fraternity over there, sorority. We got some ladies in there as well. So invite you to be a part of it. And
I love you guys so much.
Yeah, you'll find yourself every morning checking in on the Denver Sports YouTube channel, surrounded by people who become friends. You'll become friends. You're part of a tight-knit group there.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
check it out and vote. Who do you want as an As fan? You want Minnesota or Dallas? Game 6 coming up in that series tonight in Minnesota with the Wild with a chance to close out the dreaded Stars. Up next, Justin Simmons got the rare opportunity of retiring as a Bronco and getting to celebrate it. What will be his legacy for those of you in Broncos country? And it is a fair question. Why wasn't Simmons Sean Payton's kind of safety? That's next.
Most teams are lucky to have one Conn Smythe contender. The Avalanche may have 3.
They win it!
Nathan McKinnon playing like a human highlight reel. Cale Makar turning every shift into a masterclass. And Scott Wedgwood stacking a playoff resume that would be headline material anywhere else. Colorado doesn't just have stars. They have 3 legitimate playoff MVP candidates. And if even one of them hits that next gear, the Cup road gets a whole lot shorter. Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan. Denver's playoff headquarters.
Hey guys, your boy Stink here. Recently talked to my buddy Troy Hansford about the housing market. Said, hey man, over these last couple of years, it's gone from one of the hottest it's ever been to prices declining, something people haven't seen in quite some time here in Denver, Colorado. So if you're thinking about selling your house for any reason, now might be the time to sell it, still get top dollar. Believe it or not, my buddy Troy's still offering his $5,000 guarantee. If he can't sell your house at the price you guys agree upon, plus the timeline that you guys agree upon beforehand, he's going to scratch you a check for $5,000. Come on, nobody else makes that offer. And he makes that offer because he continues to spend a bunch of money marketing his listings, has about 100 families as we speak ready to buy. If you have a house, Troy probably has the perfect buyer for you right now, waiting for you to pick up the phone and to call him at 720-900-4433. And if for any reason you need to sell right away, Troy can buy your house all cash, and he can close in as little as 7 days. Got a house to sell? Call my buddy Troy, guys. 720-900-4433. That's 720-900-4433. Troy Hansford of RE/MAX Professionals, a Colorado licensed broker. Some restrictions do apply. Want to sell your house? Then call my buddy Troy, 720-900-4433.
Your roof's the single most important part of your house. Snow and high winds can damage your roof. Don't trust your roof to any fly-by-night roofing companies. Call the professionals at Golden Spike for a free roof inspection and tell them you heard about it on The Fan. They're a locally owned company and a Team Dave Logan member.
Call Golden Spike Roofing when your roof needs a fix. 303-942-1386. Golden Spike Roofing.
Hello?
Hey sis, got a sec?
Yeah, what's up?
Take a look at the picture I just sent you. I'm walking into Hellsburg and want to get Mom something special for Mother's Day.
Yeah, she's done so much for us this year. Let's see. Diamond pendant. Oh, she'd love this.
Great. I'll get this, which means you're in charge of flowers.
Okay, deal.
This Mother's Day, save up to 50% on timeless gifts for Mom. Shop at a store near you or at Hellsburg.com.
Cecil Lammy here from my friends at WindowNation.com. Listen, in Colorado, we get different types of weather all the time. So whether your cold air is escaping or your warm air is escaping, your windows are likely to blame. And getting top quality custom fit windows from Window Nation is easy and affordable. And during the More You Buy, the More You Save sale, you could save up to 50% off. Plus, you could get them with zero interest for 5 years. During these uncertain times, one of the best investments you can make is in your home. So visit WindowNation.com now to book a consultation.
Performance matters in intimate moments. Don't let ED ruin them. This is Jeff for the Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic, and I want to assure you that if you're like the vast majority of guys, you don't have to suffer with ED anymore. In fact, you might be pleasantly surprised at how the right treatments could positively impact your love life. At the Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic, our advanced medical therapies go far beyond pills. We have treatments that are effective in well over 90% of cases, and we offer specific and combinative treatments that can dramatically enhance both your performance and your stamina. You could even last up to an hour or more and bring a far greater level of intimacy to both you and the one you love, perhaps performing like you haven't in years. So call us today and find out why our advanced treatment strategies offer so much more. Your first visit is just $99 and gets you blood work, a medical consult, and if medically advised, a test dose. And if that test dose doesn't work in the office, your visit is free. Call 720-440-7900 or go to RockyMountainMen'sClinic.com. Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic, advanced medical science to improve men's lives.
Hey guys, Mark Schlereth here. In a world where dealerships come and go, one name has stood the test of time. Bozarth and Celebration Chevrolet, proudly serving Colorado since 1987 as the longest owned Chevy dealer in the state. From a huge selection of new Chevys to quality pre-owned vehicles, plus a team committed to treating you right, it's no wonder generations of Colorado drivers keep coming back. To see all the specials, visit BozarthAuto.com today. Again, that's BozarthAuto.com. Bozarth and Celebration Chevrolet. Experience you trust, service you deserve since 1987.
Massive biceps.
Your arms look big. I don't know if it's fat or muscle.
It's not you.
Minor accomplishments.
I did yoga yesterday. I signed up and took a yoga class yesterday.
And having each other's backs.
Mrs. S. Lana, Stoke's playing golf today, and Stoke has no intention of going appliance shopping with you. Here's the deal. Just so you know.
It's Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth on Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
Oh, I love those morning hijinks. We miss Stoke.
who is off today. No doubt just taking advantage of some of our great senior citizens out there on the golf course.
I love golfing, man.
Taking those hard-earned Social Security checks.
Right.
But I'll give you,
right.
Six. I call them bumps. What do you call them? Pops.
Strokes.
Bumps.
Yeah.
Pops.
But we're playing from the tips. These guys are hitting at 180. Stokley's bombing at 330.
Right.
Right. Huh. Oh, let me see. I'm a pitching wedge out. What are you? Oh, you're a 3-wood? Yeah.
But hey, you get a bump.
You get a bump.
You get a pop on this hole.
Yeah, you get a pop.
There you go.
Just abusing the other. By the way, I get a lot of fan mail here at the fan.
You do get a lot of fan mail. It's amazing how much fan mail you get here.
A lot of fan, but because I sign things and send it back.
You're very good about that.
Some people don't sign stuff. I will tell you. Right. I will tell you this. I don't. When it comes to my house, I don't sign it and send it back. People can find your ad, but it's just creepy. It's creepy that I get fan mail directly to my home address. People find you like on the interwebs or whatever, find out where you live and send you stuff. I don't send that stuff back. I keep it. I have a whole file of pictures and football cards. I don't because I'm like, you shouldn't be able just to send stuff to my house.
So once a year,
send, moron.
So once a year, what do you take it all, send it to the FBI and?
No. I just keep
CSI Denver.
I just keep it, and then sometimes people will send me stuff here, like, "Hey, could you sign something for me?" And they don't have like cards or anything. So then I'll actually take that fan mail home, and I'll sign some of the cards I got from people who are brazen enough to just send it to my house. I give it to the people.
Good system.
Yeah, I think it's a decent system. But Stokely has been giving me grief, busting my onions about not being a real hog.
Yeah, he called you a faux hog.
Faux hog.
Or a poser hog.
Poser hog, which was hurtful.
That you came along like in the second or third wave of the hogs.
Yeah, that would be like me saying that he's not really one of the OG slot guys.
Good
if
point.
I said you're no Wayne Krebet, who was the original, or Steve Largent or whoever want to, Lance Allworth Ricky Prohl. You're no Ricky Prohl. Yeah. So that's how hurtful it would be. And he called me a poser hog. And then I got a little placard.
Yep.
Kind of a little mini poster.
Yep.
Of it says the Washington Hogs or whatever. Yep. And it's Jimmy Lachey flanked by Hall of Famer Russ Grimm, flanked by not Hall of Famer Mark Schlereth. And it says Hogs on it.
It does. There is an element of which one of these don't belong, but still, doesn't matter. It says Washington Redskins, the Hogs, and it had those three. Mm-hmm. You're one of them, and two of the originals. So you took a picture of it?
I did take a picture.
Did you send it to Stoke?
No, I'm going to send it to him right.
Send it right now.
Yeah, as we speak.
You love doing voice to text on air, which everybody loves when you do that.
I'll take that.
There he is. Yep.
Yeah. So you want to send the picture, and you want to do a little message with it here for everybody to hear.
I'll put the picture in there right now. There it is.
3-clip Stokley.
Justin Simmons coming up here in a second.
Right. How you like me now, loser?
Hit send.
Wait.
Question mark.
Faux hog my ass.
Oh, now we're getting juicy. It's spicy.
How do you spell faux hog?
That'd be
F-O or P-H?
No. F-A-U-X.
Oh, yeah. Right.
F-A-U-X. And then
wait
hog.
a minute. I got the speaker on. It just keeps typing everything we say.
No.
Okay. F-A-U-X.
R-E-L-A-X.
My ass.
Relax.
Faux hog my ass. There it is.
There it is.
There it is.
Hit send.
I hit send.
There you go.
We'll see if we get anything back. He might be at the hospital replacing somebody's hip right now. Yeah, I mean, these poor guys.
Lana will be like, I told you not to push them so hard.
By the way, has anybody broken a hip on your trip?
Brandon Stokley.
Oh.
It's spicy.
There you go. Justin Simmons getting the rare opportunity of retiring as a Bronco and getting a full press conference to celebrate it. I don't think that's happened since Peyton Manning retired as a Bronco and got the full honors press conference at the facility.
Were you at my press conference?
No, I wasn't.
You weren't?
You had a press conference?
Yeah, I had a full press conference.
Did you really?
Yeah.
I mean, I was here when you retired.
You just didn't show up.
I just didn't feel like it was important.
Yeah.
I had other things to do.
Right. Yeah, right.
You know, if it makes you feel better, I probably had to go mow my lawn.
Right.
Is that a good enough excuse to miss your retirement?
That is the only excuse.
How did you Oh man, I feel bad. I would love to Johnny Fever, can we somehow he's nodding his head. He's trying to find some audio of your retirement press conference.
Yeah.
Did you get emotional?
I think
everybody
I got
emotional
when I was like thanking my family.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, I did get it.
Oh man, I'd love to.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna work on.
Did I really need a press conference?
How long did you talk?
I don't know. 15 minutes, 20 minutes, something like that.
Did you take questions afterwards? Do you remember? Or?
I don't really. I don't really remember. I didn't even know how. I probably asked to do a press conference. Hey, after
you were like Bo.
Yeah, after the speech, I just felt like I was entitled. Like, hey man, I'm done. I'm gonna say goodbye.
Yeah,
I want to say goodbye.
Hey, listen.
I know you guys have never heard me talk before.
Hey,
that's kind of what.
That's probably what it was, right?
I know you've never heard me talk before.
But I have a lot of things I want to say.
I got a lot of stuff.
I mean, I got years of pent up stuff I want to get out there.
All right. Nanny boo boo.
Yeah.
Stick your head in doo doo.
The great Jim Sacamano probably went to Mike and's like,
listen, this
Mark
guy
wants to talk.
This guy won't quit. Like we're trying to push him out the door. He's like, no, he's hanging on for
Mike's
dear
just
life.
let him have it,
Pound sand moron. Mike was like, do I really got to go downstairs for that?
I got film to watch.
Right. I'll just watch him through the in-house camera system. Shanacam.
Shanacam.
Yeah.
How many secret Shanacams were in that building?
Oh, there was all kinds of Shanacams.
Yeah.
Not two,
That's
not
it.
three.
Yeah.
Let's just say
every room had a Shanacam.
Let's just say there was never a players-only meeting in that building.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no. The coaches, when the speech happened, and I called
and you kicked all the coaches out of the room.
They scurried up to wherever so they could watch. They probably all scurried up to Mike's office so they could watch the shanty cam. Yeah. Oh yeah.
The shanty cams.
Yes.
The Shanacams. I love it.
That's what they call it. The Shanacam.
That building was bugged.
They got that all over.
That was like KGB bugged.
Oh,
that whole building.
They've got the Shanacam in San Francisco. Kyle has Shanacam.
What do you mean?
Kyle Shanahan has Shanacam.
For Kyle?
Yeah, in the San Francisco buildings. Yeah, every one of those meeting rooms.
But is Mike able to watch the Shanacam from here?
Oh yeah.
So he can tap into the Shanacams in San Francisco.
Oh yeah, I'm sure that Mike has access to Shanacam. I mean, he invented Shanacam.
He did invent Shanacam.
Yeah. You gotta give him
he was like, they all ran up. They were like little boys. They're like, let's go see what they say.
Oh yeah, George Dyer told me.
Yeah.
George Dyer was like, dude. He was so excited because
Did they like your performance?
Yeah. Well, I mean, one of the things I said was, this ain't Shanahan's team. Like, he ain't gonna make a tackle. What's he gonna do, right? That's kind of that.
Because you knew.
Yeah. No, I didn't actually.
You didn't know at the time that Shanacams were installed?
I knew, right, because we would unplug it occasionally when we wanted to put something in that Mike didn't know about.
Oh.
So when we put something in and we were going to do something that Mike didn't want us to do, or we were going to block it a certain way that Mike didn't approve of, Alex Gibbs would get a chair, slide over to the corner of the room, and unplug the camera.
Oh, that is awesome.
Oh, yeah, we did that.
Oh, that is unbelievable.
Multiple times.
Oh, that is so good.
So, and then we would do things like, okay, in practice, we're going to block it this way, but we ain't doing this in the game. So we would, install, then he'd unplug it, the camera. We'd, install, then we'd unplug it, and then we would put it in the way we were going to do it. Then we'd plug the camera back in, and then we would practice it the wrong way all week, and then we would run it the way we wanted to run it.
Come on.
Oh, yeah.
You'd intentionally practice it the wrong way.
Well, we'd intentionally practice the way Mike wanted it done.
And then come game time, you just did it your own way?
And then game time, we're like, that stuff doesn't work. We're going to do it this way.
Oh, that is unbelievable. And what would Mike say?
Nothing, because we'd execute it well. And then what could he say at that point? He's like, you guys didn't do this right. Yeah, we scored a touchdown. So now what?
Now I know why his face was so red.
Yeah, right.
Right?
Exactly.
It had nothing to do with that tan.
So, yeah, we would do, like, I'm not saying we did it.
Guy was fuming.
It wasn't like a weekly occurrence, but it was, so every 6-7 weeks
right,
we'd have something.
When you unplugged the Shanacam,
yes,
something else had to run in its place. Like, was this like speed? Did you put like a fake loop there to fake Dennis Hopper / Mike Shanahan?
Mike is really talented, but he can't watch all 8 meeting rooms at once. So your hope was you unplugged it, you installed something for a minute and a half. Your hope was either he didn't notice that it was unplugged because he wasn't watching at that particular point in time, or he's like, something happened to the Shanacam. What is this? What is this? And he's like tapping. It's
like a Mission Impossible movie
right
here.
And then he calls down to Gary and Kent, who are our film guys, and goes, something's wrong with the camera in meeting room 6, and they come scurrying over there, and by the time they scurried over there, we plugged it back in, and they're like, tremendous. Oh, it's back on, Coach. It's back on.
That is tremendous.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Shanacams. That is fantastic. That just made my day. Coming up next, well, put on the tinfoil caps, everybody, because one of our own thinks there is definitely a Bo Nix conspiracy happening right before our very eyes. That's next.
With Bo Nix having to get more work done on his injured ankle, could that spell future problems for the Broncos QB?
No one is going to want to hear what I have to say, but this will not be the last time. I'm just telling you.
With the ankle?
With an ankle issue with Bo Nix. I'm telling you, on Wednesday, April 29th. It's not because it brings me joy or glee. It's not because I want to, but based on the evidence that I have. I hope I'm wrong, but I said I was really concerned about this after it happened and derailed the trip to the Super Bowl, and he's got another surgery on the ankle before he plays a down after that latest ankle injury.
Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan.
Hey guys, your boy Stink here from my friends at Colorado Fat Loss, down 29 pounds. I'm telling you what, it was easy. So if you're thinking about GLP-1 weight loss injections, spending thousands of bucks a year, stop right there in your tracks, guys. Their doctor-developed program helps men and women lose 20 to 40 pounds in just 60 days, safe and naturally, without injections, no synthetic hormones, no long-term dependence. What they do is use real food to reset your metabolism. I'm talking about fish, chicken, steak. I'm talking about vegetables and fruits to reset that metabolism, control your hunger and cravings, and help you burn fat, not muscle. And it works, guys. Down 29 pounds in just 7 weeks. And I'm telling you, it was easy. And I tell you, they make it so easy with their app. You track everything, not only your weight, but what you eat, when you eat, all how you eat it, the food you eat, and I'm telling you, the weight is going to come off. So to schedule your free phone consultation, all you have to do is reach out to them online. They'll get back to you. If you want that safe, affordable, and sustainable alternative to weight loss injections, hit them up at coloradofatloss.com. That's coloradofatloss.com.
Hey, John, why so glum?
I just got let go. The company's downsizing. This is the 3rd time in the last 2 years. I'm done with this.
Have you thought about My Computer Career? I've heard they can train you for a career in IT in just a few months, including cybersecurity and the basics of AI. And you don't need prior training or experience. Now that's a recession-resistant career.
Wow, thanks. I'll check them out.
Go to mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation. Mycomputercareer.edu, an Elite CompTIA certification partner. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits.
Check engine or ABS light on? Take the guesswork out of your warning lights with O'Reilly Veriscan. It's free. Ask for O'Reilly Veriscan.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Support comes from Amazon Business. Unlock smart business buying with fast, free delivery on millions of items and practical AI innovations that automate repetitive tasks so you can make smarter decisions faster. Learn more at amazonbusiness.com.
Your air duct cleaning experts, Ductworks.
Hey guys, Mark Schlereth here for my friends at DuctWorks. Spring cleaning isn't just about what you can see, it's about what's hiding behind the scenes. Your ducts collect dust, allergens, debris all winter long. It's one of those places you just don't think about. DuctWorks is Colorado's top-rated air duct cleaning company, trusted by thousands of 5-star reviews. They're recommended by more contractors than anyone else. Their complete ventilation cleaning package scrapes and vacuums every inch of your system, removing all the dirt debris that other companies leave behind. Less strain, better airflow, lower energy costs. They'll show you before and after photos so you can actually see the difference. And they clean every line. Nothing gets missed. Before your AC runs all season, make sure the air you're breathing is actually clean. Give them a call at 303-425-0985. That's 303-425-0985. Or visit them at ductworks.com.
303-425-0985.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance tech at a university, he knows ordering from multiple suppliers takes time away from keeping their arena up and running. That's why he counts on Grainger to get everything he needs, from lighting and HVAC parts to plumbing supplies, all in one place. And with fast, dependable delivery, he's stocked and ready for the next tip-off. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Workdays can be unpredictable, but your workwear shouldn't be. With the Cintas Apparel Plus program, you'll have freshly laundered garments for everyone on your team delivered every week. Cintas has workwear for just about any job imaginable, with high-performance fabrics and an uncompromising fit that stretches and moves with you. Don't leave looking and feeling good to chance. Visit Cintas.com.
Oh, I'm ready!
And get ready for the workday.
You know, Shayna, when our grandparents opened Williams Jewelers in 1947, they had one guiding philosophy.
It's true. From a simple jewelry repair to that very important diamond engagement ring, we treat every customer like family.
Because you're sharing your life with us. That's the only way we know how to do business. I'm Dylan.
And I'm Shayna Williams. We're generational jewelers, creating heirlooms for the next generation.
Whether you're looking for that perfect diamond engagement ring, fine Swiss watch, or a custom piece, or that once-in-a-lifetime treasure,
we're here to make all your precious moments unforgettable. 3 generations of fine jewelry expertise right here in Colorado.
If you can dream it, it's here at Williams Jewelers of Inglewood.
Because we're not only one of America's largest fine jewelers,
we're Colorado's premier jeweler.
Williams Jewelers, we can make diamonds a part of your life.
Williams Jewelers of Inglewood, the official jeweler of the Colorado Avalanche.
Listen up, Denver. This hour's keyword is dunk. D-U-N-K. Text dunk to 303-713-1043 right now. And you could win a $50 Dick's Sporting Goods gift card and qualify for the $1,000 grand prize. That's dunk to 303-713-1043.
By texting, you agree to receive an automated marketing message from DenverSports 1043 The Fan. Message and data rates may apply. For complete rules or to enter the keyword online, visit www.denversports.com/keyword.
Double crossing, you little punk.
Can't believe you did that.
Unbreakable trust.
See, I'm not like you. You just let me drown. You just let me drown. You do nothing.
And of course, emotional maturity.
Or maybe a little bit angry.
It's Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth on Denver Sports 1043 The Fan.
All right, I will admit, with Brandon Stokley out today, Mark Schlereth, of course, here with me and you. I'm not a big conspiracy theory guy.
Uh-huh.
You know, I'm not constantly, walking around with a tinfoil cap on. But I do believe in the idea that where there's some smoke, there's something going on. Okay?
Sure.
And I'm wondering if we are starting to see some smoke accumulate with this whole Bo Nix thing and the ankle.
How so?
Well, why don't I let our pal Zach By from The Drive. You've maybe heard some of this during a promo, but let's give you the full context. Here's what he had to say about Bo and his ankle and maybe what the Broncos are already thinking about.
This will not be the last time. I'm just telling you.
With the ankle?
With an ankle issue with Bo Nix. I'm telling you on Wednesday, April 29th. It's not because it brings me joy or glee. It's not because I want to, but based on the evidence that I have to tie half my brain behind my back to think that this isn't going to raise its head again. Will it be week 7 this year? Will it be 2 years from now in the I don't know. But like, given the option, do I think that we're out of the woods with this, or will there be more stuff? I'd say there'll be more stuff, because as you age, this kind of stuff doesn't get better. It bothers me to say it, but that's what I believe, and I hope I'm wrong. But I said I was really concerned about this after it happened and derailed the trip to the Super Bowl, and he's got another surgery on the ankle before he plays a down after that latest ankle injury. And by the way, how violent was the play that he got hurt on?
I mean, it wasn't that bad.
It was nothing.
Okay, let me sprinkle the breadcrumbs around,
Mm-hmm.
and you tell me if there's anything to this, okay?
Okay.
So we know he's had ankle issues in the past.
Correct.
Some would say he was predisposed
right.
to having this kind of injury. He had the surgery, came out immediately afterwards and said, I am good. It was just your basic clean break. There is nothing that's going to keep me from my normal off season. Broncos came out at the owners' meetings about a month ago, said Bo's on track. After the draft the other day, Sean Payton said, yeah, he just had his regular follow-up checkup. It's all good. And then we hear about the procedure. And then we hear that the timeline for Bo has changed. Instead of being able to be part of everything right from the start, it's been pushed back. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Then you have more breadcrumbs. Then you had the Mike Florio report on April 1st that was immediately discounted as an April Fool's joke, but
Right.
Florio said, no, I mean it. I'm standing by it. That said, the Broncos had expressed interest in Aaron Rodgers. And then the Steelers came out the other day in a rare move that you very rarely ever see applied to a player, put an unrestricted free agent tender on Aaron Rodgers. Now, we've all assumed that if Aaron Rodgers was going to play again in the NFL, it was most definitely going to be for Pittsburgh, right? It was
Correct.
just assumed.
Correct.
So why would Pittsburgh do that? And this unrestricted free agent tender stipulates that if Aaron Rodgers signs a free agent deal with another team, the Steelers are now given compensatory draft picks.
Mm-hmm.
And if Aaron Rodgers is going to sign with another team, he has to do it before a certain date. I think it was July 22nd. And the idea was, oh, hey, the Steelers are just protecting themselves. This is just basic procedural stuff.
Yeah. But they didn't do it last year.
They didn't do it last year.
Yeah,
Why now?
right.
So put all those breadcrumbs out there.
Uh-huh.
Do we have something?
I suppose they couldn't have done it last year because he was the Jets the year before. So last year he wasn't. He hadn't played for them.
Right. He was just a free agent.
Right. He was just a free agent. But I have to tell you, I am out of the Aaron Rodgers predicting business. That did not go well for me the last time.
You were right.
I understand that I was right.
It was happening.
Yes.
Packers got cold feet.
I think Aaron Rodgers aside, and I do think he'll play for the Steelers. That's where I think he'll end up. But Aaron Rodgers aside, the Bo Nix thing is interesting to me because it was full steam ahead. There are no icebergs in this water. Full steam ahead, and it feels a little bit like the captain of the Titanic. But I don't know what the surgery was or what it entailed. The clean break, and I do know this, a lot of the breaks, I do know that sometimes or oftentimes they'll use hardware to speed up the healing process. So that, you put the little plate in, you put some screws in it, and it puts the bone
Sure.
together, and you can start rehabbing all that kind of stuff a little bit earlier. I also know that
But
often.
if you put that hardware in, you do so with the understanding that this could happen. So that maybe tempers what you say about his timetable.
Right. Oftentimes with that hardware, nothing happens. Oftentimes it's fine. There are occasions where all of a sudden the body almost starts to, for lack of a better term, and I'm not a doctor, almost reject it, and it starts bothering you. And then they have to take the hardware out. And that makes the most sense to me, like, hey, we're taking the hardware out. Now this has still got to heal a little bit more before we can return you to football activities. Like that would actually make sense. I have no idea. Because, with the HIPAA laws, it's all top secret stuff.
Right.
And Sean is no longer allowed to talk about it.
He went to great lengths to give out no information.
Yes, because the last time he talked about it, he got a bare bottom spanking.
Broncos country, is this a whole nothing burger? Or are you starting to get a little concerned as you follow those breadcrumbs? Let us know. RamosLaw.com text line 303-713-1043, Denver Sports YouTube channel. Up next, we'll play a little game. I'm going to play a clip from David Adelman. You're going to tell me the word that comes to mind when you hear what he has to say. That's next.
The Nuggets head back to Minneapolis with everything on the line in Game 6. Denver Stars have been punched, pushed, and challenged at every turn in this series. And now it's about response. Can Nikola Jokic reclaim control and drag the champs back home for a Game 7? Can Jamal Murray find that late series magic again? Or will Minnesota smell blood and close the door behind that ferocious defense? Nuggets, Wolves, Game 6. Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan. Denver's playoff headquarters.
Stokley for my friends at the Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic. Performance matters in intimate moments, right? Don't let ED get in the way. The truth is, most men don't have to live with it anymore. And you may be surprised by how the right treatment can improve your love life. Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic, they deliver advanced medical science and proven therapies to treat erectile dysfunction. They have treatments with success rates well over 90%. Some treatments can have you last an hour or more. And Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic has served the Front Range of Colorado for nearly a decade, and they successfully have treated tens of thousands of men. They have an expert staff, and if you're like a lot of men, you could be having sex a day after your appointment. Stop procrastinating, fellas. Pick up the phone. Call the best. Jeff and his team, they can get you taken care of. They're the absolute best. Call my friends at Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic today. 720-440-7900. That's 720-440-7900. They have 5 locations right here in Colorado to serve you. Fort Collins, North Denver, Central Denver, Castle Rock, and Colorado Springs. Call 720-440-7900, or you can find them online at RockyMountainMen'sClinic.com.
AutoNation knows that the joy of having a car is in the going. Off we go! And we make it easy for you to go. Now get a special cash bonus match on your favorite new vehicles. Your $1,000 down becomes $2,000. $2,000 becomes $4,000. Plus thousands of fuel-efficient vehicles are at AutoNation. $1,000 becomes $2,000. $2,000 becomes $4,000. So go to AutoNation now. Hurry! Offer ends April 30th. Store matches up to $2,000 based on customers' contributions. See store for complete details. Expires end of month.
Now that it's nice outside, I can't wait to spend time at my favorite outdoor oasis right in my own backyard. With my custom built-in grill island, comfy patio furniture, and blazing fire pit from O.W. Lee, I may never want to leave. Hi, this is Keith Lair with Lair Fireplace and Patio to let you know that we'd love to help you create your very own outdoor oasis in your backyard. Lair's offers the widest variety of top-quality O.W. Lee furniture and fire pits. With a great selection of in-stock items along with our custom ordering process, you can choose the exact style and color that will make your patio sizzle this summer. Lair's also sells the top names in quality barbecue grills and accessories to help you create an outdoor kitchen that will be the envy of your neighborhood. Lair Fireplace and Patio is Denver's oldest, most trusted name in barbecues and outdoor furniture. Family owned and operated since 1954. Go to LairFireplacePatio.com and see why O.W. Lee is the most sought after name in quality outdoor furniture and fire pits. That's Lair Fireplace and Patio, Denver's outdoor room experts.
Visit any of Lair Fireplace and Patio's beautiful showrooms.
Growing a business is hard enough. Figuring out where to advertise shouldn't be a thing that holds you back. Your customers are listening to this station. Heck, you are. They're streaming Denver's biggest games on their TVs. They're tuned into the podcasts everyone's talking about. We help you show up in all 3 with one plan, one team, and results you can actually see. We've helped businesses like yours grow for years. Let us show you how. Visit DenverSports.com and click Advertise with Us.
Running a small business means juggling a lot. Your network has to handle it all.
That's where a fiber-only provider falls short. You need a partner who gives you a greater advantage. Introducing the Total Solutions Advantage only from Comcast Business. A first-ever combination of the largest, fastest fiber-powered network, the most reliable Wi-Fi, gig speeds with equipment and security included, and a 5-year price lock. Plus, it's all backed by a 30-day money-back guarantee. The Total Solutions Advantage only from Comcast Business. A new standard for small business with reliability, security, and savings in one. Switch today. Get started with a great offer as low as $60 a month. When you add it all up, no one does business like Comcast Business.
Offer ends 6/1/26. New customers only. Requires 300 megabits per second internet and security edge. 1-year agreement, eco-bill, and autopay required. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra. Most reliable Wi-Fi based on Open Signal Awards USA Fixed Broadband Experience Report, May 2025.
Jacob's Law, 303 Law 4040. Really proud of this case that we just settled. There was a young man very seriously injured. In fact, I had to go to the hospital and meet with him and his family. And we checked with the insurance companies while I was at the hospital, and they claimed no insurance coverage on either side. And on top of that, he had no medical insurance. So he was going to be facing about $400,000 in medical bills. And I said to the family, I said, I cannot make you any promises, but I know no other lawyer is going to touch this case because the insurance companies say they won't pay. But I want to try. Let me at least try. And I put my team at 303 Law 4040 on it, and they found $75,000 in insurance coverage that the insurance companies did not want to pay. So not only did we get them $75,000, but we also found a way to get them on Medicaid. So the $400,000 in bills was covered by medical insurance as well. We were proud. We fought for them. We'll fight just as hard for you if you ever need us. The number's 303 Law 4040. Go ahead, save that number in your phone. You never know when you're going to need us. It's 303 Law 4040.
Questions about youth or high school sports? Positive Coaching Alliance can help. PCA, a national nonprofit organization, develops better athletes and better people through youth and high school sports. Info at positivecoach.org.
KKFN and KKFN HD1 Longmont, Denver. Powered by Able Builders, it's Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth.
Denver Sports Snapshot
On 104.3 HD3, DU Lacrosse faces Georgetown starting at 3.
presented by Gebhardt BMW, your trusted family dealer since 1975.
Utter nonsense.
This thing has gone totally off the rails.
Some Cajun seasoning.
Gris-gris?
And the occasional anatomy lesson.
Yeah, we're tight.
Okay.
We're like tired of mouse nuts.
It's Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth on Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
All right, good morning, everybody. Welcome to it here as we roll into the 9 o'clock hour. No Stoke today. He's off.
Mm-hmm. I haven't gotten a text back from Stoke yet.
Yes, to recap, for those who weren't with us, Mark gets a lot of fan mail here. Someone sent it looked like a little postcard that had a old thing with the Washington Redskins and the Hogs.
Yeah.
And it had two of the OG Hogs in Russ Grimm and Jim Lachey.
Yeah.
And then also you.
Yeah. Well, so, Jimmy came, like, honestly, the year before I came. So Jimmy wasn't one of the original.
But Russ Grimm absolutely was.
Russ Grimm was he was the boss hog. He was the guy in charge.
All right, so it was Russ Grimm, Jim Lachey, and you. So,
yeah,
what Stoke had been saying that you were a faux hog, F-A-U-X, or a poser hog.
Yeah.
This was your way of saying how you like me now.
Exactly.
And you sent the text to him with the picture, and he has yet to respond. So.
It was like a shrunken down version of a poster.
Yes.
It's on a poster kind of card stock. It's I don't know what size that is. That's like a 7x9. So it was legit.
As we look ahead to, according to Mark, the quote, nothing to gain and everything to lose game 6 tonight. Play a little game. I'm going to play a clip from David Adelman yesterday in the shoot-around before they play tonight. And you tell me, Mark, and everyone out there listening, you tell me what word comes to mind. We've heard a certain tone from David Adelman this week after games and on off days. And, well, here's what he had to say yesterday.
Sometimes you can sense it after the first time out. Like, I thought game, 3, we came in here and didn't shoot the ball well, but I never doubted our comfort level. And I understand that people want me to crush our guys after losses, but I'm not going to do that when I know the temperament of the team. Playing poorly is not being uncomfortable. I think it's just self-confidence in knowing that who we are was Game 5. That's who we can be consistently. That's what I believe, and I think the guys will be there tomorrow.
So we did this earlier, and some of the words that were put out by our listeners included defiant, testy, defensive, tone-deaf, and combative.
What word did I come up with?
Delusional.
Delusional. Thank you. I was going to say, I didn't remember. But you remember.
That's what I'm here for.
Well, that head is going to
retain everything.
It's unbelievable. That thing is a
it's
sponge.
It's a vault.
It really is.
Okay.
Delusional. All right, now that's who we are. We shot the ball, and I think, I got to give you credit. I don't do it very often, but I'm going to give you credit where credit is due. You had a varsity take.
Every once in a while, I get lucky.
Yeah, you had a varsity take.
I stumble into one.
Right. It's like you get leaning forward and you can't hold yourself up. You fall right into it. Your varsity take was, they won back-to-back games in Minnesota after they called out the Nuggets, called them soft. They won game. What was it? 4 in Minnesota with, was it 4 or 5? Game 5? No, they lost game 5. They won.
They won game 5.
Okay, so they
lost games 3 and 4.
Right. So Minnesota won game 4 in Minnesota, and that was the one without DiVincenzo. That was the one that Anthony Edwards went out of the game in the second quarter, and they were still able to. Minnesota was still able to win that game, and and then ultimately, all of a sudden, now in game 5 when we were home, that's who we are. Not those other 2 games. That wasn't who we are. But now that's who we are. And you said this. You said, listen, for Minnesota, they got exactly what they wanted. They split in Denver. Then they swept in Minnesota after talking a bunch of smack. Then they lost that game. And you had said coming into game 5, they are going to play hard for a while. And then they're going to let go of the rope, understanding that what we have to do is get back to Minnesota where our role players are going to play better, where our crowd is going to give us energy, where we are going to play our butts off, full well knowing we're not getting Edwards back, we're not getting DiVincenzo back, and this is our last stand. And it played out almost identically to exactly how you said it would play out. They hung with them for a while. They fought hard for a while. And when they got overwhelmed a little bit, kind of let go of the rope. Now, they did come back and make a press at the end of the game, after they were down 20, whatever.
That's more because the Nuggets started playing with their food. But
right. Yeah, exactly. So I think you nailed kind of this whole prospect. So tonight is the night. Tonight's the night that you're going to get they're going to unload. And they are going to try to see if their mental toughness and their athleticism can overwhelm you.
Which is why, if the Nuggets win, I think there is something you can take from it. And this notion that you have been driving, that Stokes been driving, and believe me, I see the reaction on the text line and the YouTube channel. A lot of people agree with you that they've seen enough that even if the Nuggets come back and win, there's nothing that they can feel good about. It'll just simply be because Edwards and DiVincenzo were hurt.
Right.
And I refuse to go along with that because I do think you are going – this is Minnesota's last stand.
Yeah.
This is Game 7 of the NBA Finals for the Minnesota Timberwolves. This is it.
Yeah.
And they know that there's nothing realistic that they can do after this series, but being able to beat the Nuggets without Edwards, without DiVincenzo, a team that a legitimate rivalry has been built against – they are going to give everything they have. And if the Nuggets are able to withstand not only the emotional onslaught, but the physicality and the intensity with which Minnesota is going to play with, I think as a Nuggets fan, that is something that you should feel really good about if they're able to do it.
I get that. It's still, and this is, it's not an apples-to-apples comparison. Like DiVincenzo and Anthony Edwards is not Peyton Watson and Aaron Gordon, although Aaron Gordon is big, and we all talked about Aaron Gordon being a linchpin to them winning another championship. But I agree with you on Minnesota, their last stand. This is like Custard standing at the gates of the Alamo saying, "Don't shoot till you see the whites of their eyes."
Correct.
It's exact same type of thing.
You know American history. You're not going to get me in, really. I mean, come on. I saw that one a mile away. Stop it.
No, I'm not trying. I mean, that was
yeah. It wasn't the whites of their eyes.
In Custard?
No.
The Alamo?
No. Keep going.
Custard's last stand.
Custard, you had right, but the "don't fire until you see the whites of their eyes" was something else.
Yeah, that was the Revolutionary War.
Right.
Right.
Can you be a little bit more specific?
Yes. Who said
that was the Battle of Bunker Hill?
Battle of Bunker Hill.
Which is actually Breed's Hill.
Breed's Hill.
But it was called Bunker Hill for some reason.
How about Custard? What hill, what mountain did he stand on?
Well, that was kind of on the prairie, so wasn't that was
Custard's last stand?
Was that more on like a flatland type thing? I don't know. I don't know the terrain that they fought.
But Custard sounds delicious. I'm kind of hungry right now.
I know. It's good times custard.
Custard.
Blackberry custard.
Isn't custard just isn't custard just pudding? It's just a different word for pudding?
Like cold pudding?
Like back in the day when Bill Cosby was going.
All right.
Pudding.
On that note.
Then Bill Cosby. Jello pudding.
Jello pudding. It's kind of like a Bill Cosby meets Tony Romo.
Oh, Jim, that's some pudding.
Did not have a Bill Cosby, Tony Romo mashup on my bingo card for this morning. There you go. Hey, Jared Bednar, how are you keeping the Avs sharp while you await your second-round opponent? That's next.
Most teams are lucky to have one Conn Smythe contender. The Avalanche may have three. They win it! Nathan McKinnon playing like a human highlight reel. Cale Makar turning every shift into a masterclass. And Scott Wedgwood stacking a playoff resume that would be headline material anywhere else. Colorado doesn't just have stars. They have three legitimate playoff MVP candidates. And if even one of them hits that next gear, the Cup road gets a whole lot shorter. Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan. Denver's playoff headquarters.
Hey, if the science and technology exists to improve you and your outlook on life, shouldn't you take advantage of it? Hey, if you're losing your hair and you're bummed out about it, there are ways and people to fix it, and that's Advanced Hair Restoration. They have the science and technology down pat, along with great people like Dr. Tanya Pauls and her all-star team. At Advanced Hair Restoration, they do a quick and easy one-day hair loss solution that's completely all natural using your own hair. Your hair starts regrowing the very next day, and it's even guaranteed to grow. You may ask, why am I so confident? Saying all this, it's because I did this myself 20 years ago with the legend herself, Dr. Pauls. It flat out works. One day, easy aftercare, and the results are real. For me, 20 years and counting, it can work for you too. You choose how much hair and wear, and Advanced Hair does the rest. For a limited time, get a free consultation, 250 free hair grafts, $250 off. Just call 720-459-HAIR, and at advancedhair.com. That's advancedhair.com.
Hello?
Hey, sis. Got a sec?
Yeah, what's up?
Take a look at the picture I just sent you. I'm walking into Hellsburg and want to get Mom something special for Mother's Day.
Yeah, she's done so much for us this year. Let's see. Diamond pendant. Oh, she'd love this.
Great. I'll get this, which means you're in charge of flowers.
Okay, deal.
This Mother's Day, save up to 50% on timeless gifts for Mom. Shop at a store near you or at Hellsburg.com.
A family office is a team built to handle the three biggest financial responsibilities a family faces: wealth management, tax strategy, and estate planning. Most firms only manage your investments and refer the rest out, hoping everyone stays aligned. At Trajan, we built something different. Your wealth, tax planning, and estate planning are handled together inside one firm, under one roof. There's no guessing whether your CPA, advisor, and estate attorney are truly in sync, because our team works together every day on your behalf. When your financial life becomes more complex, your advice should become more coordinated, not more fragmented. One plan, one trusted team. Call Trajan today, 855-TRAJAN-1. That's 855-TRAJAN-1.
Trajan Wealth, an SEC-registered investment advisor. Additional services through Trajan Estate and Trajan Tax. Additional disclosures and accreditation at TrajanWealth.com.
Smart homeowners know that proper maintenance of their home's AC can save a bundle in the long run. Trust our comfort specialists at 1 Hour Heating and Air Conditioning to keep your AC running strong. A proactive tune-up can actually help your AC run more efficiently and save you money on your electric bill. Call 855-1-HOUR or visit onehourair.com. We won't leave you waiting. Sing it with me.
Always on time, or you don't pay in time. Always on time, or you don't pay in time.
Independently owned and operated, licensed in their respective state or county.
The Crohn's and Colitis Foundation has been at the forefront of inflammatory bowel disease research and care for over 50 years. Learn more about research, education, and support at Crohn'sColitisFoundation.org.
Listen up, Denver. This hour's keyword is points. P-O-I-N-T-S. Text points to 303-713-1043 right now, and you could win a $50 Dick's Sporting Goods gift card and qualify for the $1,000 grand prize. That's points to 303-713-1043.
By texting, you agree to receive an automated marketing message from Denver Sports 1043 The Fan. Message and data rates may apply. For complete rules or to enter the keyword online, visit www.denversports.com/keyword.
Career advice.
That would suck. If only I knew somebody that could tell me what it's like to be fired from their job.
Oh, shoot. Holy cow.
Method acting.
I play the role of big dumb idiot really well.
And questionable job security.
Mike, do you like that question?
I do like that question.
Pretty soon we won't need you anymore, buddy. So don't get too comfortable.
Okay. It's Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth on Denver Sports 1043 The Fan.
Well, lots can be learned. Nothing's really surprising me so far to this point. Both very good teams, both winning in different ways. I mean, they finished where they finished for a reason, and it's been a great series to this point. And, yeah, we'll get who we get, and we'll go from there.
Yeah, and left unsaid by Jared Bednar yesterday, just continue to beat the snot out of each other, Minnesota and Dallas, with Game 6 of that series tonight in Minneapolis, St. Paul. See if the Wild, they always say the toughest game to get is that clinching game. They got everything they want. They're at home, up 3-2.
Yeah.
Home ice, chance to put away the Stars.
What is home ice? What's home ice meant so far in these playoffs? Like, you know, the home ice has not been a big thing here in recent playoffs. Like, there was not a huge advantage
right
to having home ice. So it's just kind of interesting.
Yeah, and it's kind of followed. Montreal went into Tampa yesterday, won Game 5 to go up 3-2 in that series. Boston went into Buffalo the other night, won to keep that series alive. So, yeah. So, I mean,
how did the Avalanche do on the road?
Avalanche
that's
had no
right.
problem. They just
Swept them.
But even in the NBA, we're seeing normally home court is everything, but you know, Celtics choked the other night at home against Philly.
Yeah.
With a chance to close them out. Lakers choked last night. Please tell me. Mark, please, listen. I don't ask for much.
Right.
I'm a very humble person. I don't ask for much, but to have the Los Angeles Lakers become the first team in NBA history to blow a 3-0 series lead, just
What's the story with Doncic?
Just once. He's still out. Reeves came back last night. Austin Reeves.
Yeah.
So, but, you know.
Doncic has been out for a while. He's
been.
got a propensity to get a little bit chubby. Right?
Yep. He likes his beer.
Is that what you think it is? Beer?
Well, that's the famous picture of him after one of the finals games a couple years ago. He's just housing a beer, and somebody from the Mavericks just walked up and took the beer out of his hand because it was a bad look.
Right. Okay.
So, anyway, we'll see. But the As, meanwhile, just trying to stay sharp. Here is Bednar talking about how to stay sharp, and I love the honesty from Bednar in talking about how some of his guys honestly get through a long week without playing. Here you go.
I think there's, part of that is on me and the way we set up the week, our strength and conditioning team, And then a lot of that goes on to the players and individuals to make sure they're not complacent, right? Like where you know what the goal is that we have, we know what's to come to a certain extent with either Minnie or Dallas, and how do you prepare yourself to be the best you can be. So for some guys, that's a rest, recovery, not a lot. For other guys, it's working hard for these next however many days it is. Staying flexible with that schedule. Some of it's like the practices, like what do we want to do? Like our team, let's be honest, like they come out after 2 days off today and we're going to hit the ice. Like no one's really ready to dig in and go to work today.
I love that.
Yeah.
Because it's true.
This is about, hey,
You know.
this is about just stretching it out, getting on the ice, moving around a little bit, getting the blood flow.
Right.
Right. That's all this
But
is.
that's a veteran coach who knows his players.
Yeah.
Right? And he's like, I'm not, going to put them through a bag skate just so that they can stay sharp, and don't lose your edge.
Right.
I mean, what he's basically saying is, look, you can lose your edge right now. It's fine. I'm confident they'll ramp it back up when they need to.
I do like his honesty. I like his approach. I like the fact that he said, "Hey, listen, there's some guys that use this time as rest and relax, like rest, right? Get your legs back,
right?
Like the guys that are playing 20 plus minutes a game.
Cale
the
McCarr, Nathan McKinnon, Marty Natchez, get off your feet a little.
You're right. You guys take your time. Today we're just gonna move around, shoot some pucks, skate around, get your blood flowing again.
Right.
Now there's some of you guys that are getting, 6 minutes of ice time a night.
Exactly.
You guys got to keep working.
If you're, Kivy Ranta, for example, you're gaining a good sweat. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
yeah, but that's the way it's got to be. And so he's just got it just feels like Bednar's got his finger on the pulse. That's what it feels like.
Johnny Fever just whispered in my ear, NHL teams in these playoffs, 19-20 at home.
19-20 at home.
Which
thank you, John.
Actually follows.
It's kind of what it is.
It's been kind of a 500 proposition
Yeah.
for several years now.
Yeah.
By the way, this is good news if you're a hockey fan. Through Sunday, the Stanley Cup playoffs are averaging 1.143 million viewers per game. Okay, before you snicker.
I'm not.
Okay.
Do you see me snickering?
I could sense the beginning of a snicker, Mr. NFL guy.
No, I mean it's like it's like a decent podcast. Go ahead, keep going.
It's the best start to the Stanley Cup playoffs on record. That's up 83% from this point last year, up 43% from 2024, which is the second most watched playoffs on record. To put it into perspective, games with 1 million or more viewers. Stop snickering. I see the smirk starting to spread across your face. Games with 1 million or more viewers. In 2024, there were 9. In 2025, there's only one game with more than 1 million viewers.
Wow.
In 2026 so far, 19.
All right.
You know what I attribute that to?
No.
Cause effect. And we talked about it at the time. Would it have this kind of effect? And I think it has.
Olympics?
The Olympics.
Yeah.
I think the Olympics.
Right.
I don't think it's a stretch to say. I don't think it's a coincidence that these ratings, which the NHL has to be very happy about, are
fired up. You're going to get get viewership in Canada, but here in America, when the U.S. won both the women's and the men's Olympic gold.
Yep.
I think you're 100% right.
And I think what happened was during the Olympics, you had people, much like we do with a lot of Olympic sports that we normally wouldn't pay attention to, say for when they come along in the Olympics, was you had people who weren't necessarily hockey fans, but because it was the U.S., they tuned in. And guess what they saw? Wow, these guys love playing for their country. They play exceptionally hard.
Right.
And, man, it really seems to matter to them. And they came away impressed.
Yeah.
And so maybe now I think we're seeing that carry over to the playoffs where you have maybe some of those same people who are like, you know what? I'm gonna give this playoff hockey a try.
Right.
And they're liking what they see.
You know what I just watched a video of?
Stop smirking.
No, I'm not. What I watched a video of? Pole vaulting.
Okay. Go ahead. I'll let you go.
All right.
Go ahead. Go for a while.
And I thought to myself,
I'll reel you back in.
I thought to myself, one, how often does one get impaled while pole vaulting?
Ooh.
And two, how did this become a sport?
Great
like,
point.
at what point did you go, you know what would be really good? If I took this stick, I've got to believe it was medieval.
Had to
and you're
be.
trying to get over like a moat on top of a castle wall.
Correct.
And you're like, the best way to do this is run really fast with this long stick, shove it into the ground right before the moat, get over the moat, and on top of the wall.
Or the Army would run up with like ladders, run up really quickly,
and
then
that.
quickly put the ladder up against the wall of the fortress, and then quickly try to climb up over the top.
But they needed somebody
who could do it fast,
who could do it faster than laying down the ladder, and so they invented the pole vault.
Boom.
I think that's probably how it happened.
I think you're pretty onto something.
Even if it didn't happen that way, that's the way it's going to happen in my mind, and it's going to go down in my world. That's just going to be gospel.
Boy, I'd love to study Mark Schlereth's history books.
Yeah.
I mean, the whites don't fire to the whites of your eyes with Custer,
Right.
I mean, all that kind of
Right.
stuff.
Right.
I like your view of history.
A
Very
history,
interesting.
a history according to Stink, and it just be stuff I make up.
I love it. Very good. Very good. Hey, Justin Simmons really laid his heart out to Broncos country. Clearly, as you'll hear, Broncos country, he made a big-time impression on this guy. That's next.
Denver, a playoff city where the stakes are higher and the moments are bigger. As the Avalanche hit the ice and the Nuggets hit the court. Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan is your home for complete playoff coverage. Every game, every series, every critical call. Broken down by the voices you trust. We don't just follow the playoffs. We live them, so you never miss a thing. Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan. Denver's playoff headquarters.
Hey guys, let me ask you a question. You live with back pain, neck pain, worried about need surgery, how about taking all those habit-forming medications? Well, my guys at Spine One specialize in treatments that offer alternatives to major surgery and long-term medication. And here's the best news. Same-day appointments. You can start your journey toward pain-free just like I did. They're a phone call away. 303-367-2225, 303-367-BACK. Spine One is a complete medical center for spine care. They've got exams, physical therapy, MRIs, treatment options, all in one facility. And I loved going in there, talking to my guy, Dr. Khan. He walked me through my pictures, my MRIs, said, this is why you're in so much pain, and here's what we're going to do to get you out of it. And I'm telling you what, it flat worked. Changed my life. I'd gone in there. I'd quit going to the golf course, quit playing, quit working out in the gym. I couldn't sleep through the night. A couple short visits to my guys over there at Spine One. I was back on the course, back in the gym, feeling myself again, and I'm telling you what, it just changed my life. It could change yours as well. Don't live in pain any longer. Go see my guys at Spine One. See how they can help you get back checked into life. 303-367-2225, 303-367-BACK. Or as always, you can find them online at spine1.com.
When the dollar's convertibility into gold ended in 1971, gold was fixed at $35 an ounce. Fast forward to today, and the U.S. dollar has lost over 85% of its purchasing power. Meanwhile, gold has increased in value by over 12,000%. Central banks are buying gold at record levels. Major firms are holding significant positions in gold. And I choose to buy gold from Birch Gold Group. It's Dan Bongino, and it all starts with education. Birch Gold just announced their Learn and Earn Precious Metals event. This free online event rewards you for learning the basics of investing in precious metals. Sign up to get free silver on your next purchase if you qualify. And you can get even larger incentives as you go. The more you learn, the more you can earn. But act now. This special event only runs through April 30th. So text my name, Dan, to the number 989898 to join Birch Gold's Learn and Earn Precious Metals event by April 30th. Text Dan to 989898 today. Message and data rates may apply.
Getting a little older doesn't have to mean, well, getting older. This is Jeff for the Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic, and if you're feeling low energy, can't sleep, can't lose weight, are struggling with brain fog, or your sex drive is off, it's time to change it up. At the Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic, our advanced medical strategies featuring TRT, GH peptides, NAD+, GLP-1s, PDA, and more treat low T and other hormonal issues to help you shed pounds, have more energy, enhance your body composition, improve sleep, increase your sex drive, and so much more, getting you back in the game again. So don't be older. Be stronger in the gym. Be sharper at work. Be better in the bedroom, and be more confident in every part of your life. So call us today and find out how our advanced treatment strategies could change the game for you. Your first visit is just $99 and includes blood work and a medical consult. And if you start on one of our advanced treatment plans on the day of your appointment, your visit is free. Call 720-440-7900 or go to RockyMountainMen'sClinic.com.
Featured therapies are compounded and have not been evaluated nor approved by the FDA. Provider prescription required. See website for details.
Denver Sports Snapshot.
On 104.3 HD3, DU Lacrosse faces Georgetown starting at 3.
Presented by Gebhardt BMW, your trusted family dealer since 1975.
Unbreakable courage.
Stoke didn't have the heart, the guts to tell his wife, so he asked us to tell her.
Plumbing problems.
Just leave it a quick note. Hey, John, sorry, plugged your toilet. Love stink.
And questionable ethics.
I should have known those were Mark's talking points and not yours. You're regurgitating Mark's talking points. That's what you did. And you didn't do it very well.
It's Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth on Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
I'd like you to take part in our Denver Sports YouTube channel poll question, which our producer Johnny Fever put up, executive producer, excuse me, put some respect on his name. Which team do you want the Avs to face in round 2, Wild or Stars? So far, pretty good sample size so far. 56% of you say the Wild, 44% say Dallas. Those are the final results. You ended the poll? Okay.
He's ended the poll.
He has decreed this is it. So that's it. The votes are in. 56% of you say we want the Wild.
That's because you fear the Stars.
There is an element of that, yes. As much as you would love and crave and revel in the chance to beat Dallas, there is also that idea I can't bear losing to them again.
Right.
So, and that's fair. That's human nature.
Yeah.
That makes total sense.
Yeah, I understand that. Path of least resistance, you feel like it's the Minnesota Wild. It's an easier path.
Well, yes.
I'm saying that's what the voting tells you.
But I think it's not just you. The perception is that Minnesota would be the easier team. But I don't think that the angst of playing and perhaps losing to the Wild would have anything close to going through it with Dallas. But if you told people, okay, you're guaranteed to win the series, who do you want? It would be
that would be
100% Dallas.
Yeah, that would be a completely different story.
Yeah.
There is that element of, do we match up well with Dallas? We haven't in the past. They beat there's that aspect of it.
And it happens. And again, there's nothing wrong with that as a fan if you feel that. John Elway's own mother didn't want the Broncos to go back to that Super Bowl in Super Bowl 32 because she was fearful and couldn't bear the thought of losing another Super Bowl.
Yeah.
That happens. There's nothing wrong with that.
You know what she didn't realize? She didn't realize the stink effect.
Yeah.
She wasn't there for the speech.
The speech.
So we forgive her.
You want to mention, by the way, what you did say? I told you there was a smirk, people. And then you want to tell people what you said during the break?
Oh, I just said, you guys give me a lot of grief for being the official broadcaster of the NFC South. Well, I mean, even my NFC South games get 11 million viewers. 1 million viewers.
Come on now. It's all relative.
Yeah.
Okay? It's all relative.
Yeah.
Okay?
What do they get in Canada,
You
though?
take the victories where you can. Oh, geez. Wow. Yeah.
I mean, how much of Canada is watching?
Yeah.
I mean, 100% of Canada is watching whenever, what's his name, McJesus plays.
Right.
We need to play that song, by the way. Just
Where are they? Where's Edmonton? Have they been eliminated yet?
Not yet, but they could be eliminated. I think it. Do they play tonight? I know they're down 3-2. Same thing, Anaheim.
Mm-hmm.
You got what it takes to close them out at home. Game 6. Let me just check real quick. They do play tonight.
They do.
Yes. So if you're interested in watching, you got a doubleheader. Stars Wild at 5:30 on TNT, followed by Oilers Ducks with Anaheim up 3-2. Oh, you know we're playing the song.
We should play it right now.
You want to play it right now?
Yeah, let's.
You want it?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's set them up.
Nick David sucks. Dry saddles.
This has got to be something that
Zach Hyman sucks.
every now and
Evan
again you
Bouchard
just gotta
sucks.
Evander Kane
sucks.
I wish I knew this.
Ryan Nugent Hopkins sucks.
Have them in.
Yeah, the Oilers
He should do every now and again, if you ever gone to a U2 concert, they'll pull a guy up that sings some like a little Bono type of guy.
Tell you what, if for some reason the Avs play Edmonton, we are going to effort to get this guy.
Oh, the sucks guy?
Yeah. I'm going to have you pay to have him come here.
Good idea. Good idea.
Justin Simmons. I'll tell you one thing. Broncos country, man, it was clear. It was clear listening to Justin Simmons how much of an impact and effect you made on him.
I had no regrets. I was very upset that I kept saying every year, I got up here and I was serious. I wasn't lying to you. Like, this is the year. This, I believe it. Like, not trying to psych myself into it. Like, I really believed in the team, the coach, the players, everything. And it hurt not to be able to do that. And I know I was a safety. There's only so much you could control, but I don't know. It just felt like there was a lot asked, and I feel like I fell short. So that's why a lot of the emotional aspect of it. And so I felt like I let a lot of people down over the years. And so to see that type of reaction for me is more than I deserve.
And like so many football players who came here from somewhere else, once they got an exposure of Denver and Colorado and Broncos country, not only do they not want to leave, they now get to be big fans.
How I feel about the Broncos and Broncos country is exactly what you're seeing here today. And I was like I hate saying it like this. It's not how it's supposed to be, I guess, received. But I was like almost like a proud, a proud brother, big brother, like watching the team play. And I have a newfound respect for fans because I was way more nervous on my couch than I ever was playing on Sunday in the orange and blue, especially when the team just wants to be like, yeah, let's make this interesting and win in overtime or last-second field goal or a last-second defensive stop.
So there you go. He's a fan now, too.
Yeah.
On his couch. He did, and it was interesting what he said. He's like, it is more it's so much more difficult being a fan than it is being a player.
Right.
You feel more emotion as a fan watching them than when you played for them.
Yeah.
Because you can't control anything anymore.
Right.
You totally lose that feeling of control.
You're just kind of watching it fly by. And you do. I mean, you do. I think you retire and you just get a lot more respect for just how invested the general population is into what you do. And I don't think it's as a player, I don't think it's one of those you don't thumb your nose at the fans or whatever. You're just so focused on your own stuff, what you have to do.
Right.
That you really don't pay as much attention
It can't matter that much, can it?
Right.
You're asking yourself?
Right.
And you find out, yeah, it does.
Yeah. I always remember, people would stop me as a player, and they just, look at you and hey, it's good to meet you, da-da-da-da. And then it would be like, what happened on that holding call? You're like, really?
I'm out here getting groceries. Come on now.
I'm just here at
Why are you
Safeway
busting my hump? Right?
Yeah. I mean, King Supers.
Yeah.
Pound sand, dude. Yeah.
Tell you what, you want me to block you right now?
Yeah, right?
Is that how you'd get?
You think I need to hold you?
You want me to dispense some justice here
Yeah.
on aisle 5?
Let's go.
Huh?
Try to get around me.
Go ahead.
Shove you right in the bag of Doritos.
Coming up next, we've got our top audio of the day. Some good stuff, including, remember the great Bud Light beer campaign, Real Men of Genius? Oh, we got a new twist on it that you're going to love. That's next.
With Bo Nix having to get more work done on his injured ankle, could that spell future problems for the Broncos QB?
No one is going to want to hear what I have to say, but this will not be the last time. I'm just telling you.
With the ankle?
With an ankle issue with Bo Nix. I'm telling you on Wednesday, April 29th. It's not because it brings me joy or glee. It's not because I want to, but based on the evidence that I have. I hope I'm wrong, but I said I was really concerned about this after it happened and derailed the trip to the Super Bowl, and he's got another surgery on the ankle before he plays a down after that latest ankle injury.
Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm, and Chuck McDowell definitely not an attorney. This is Chuck. If someone talked you into buying something really silly and you want to get out of that silly little thing, my advice, get the facts. Call me and I'll send you our timeshare exit kit absolutely free. Inside, you'll learn how timeshare works and all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your free exit info kit. 800-290-7100. That's 800-290-7100.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance tech at a university, he knows ordering from multiple suppliers takes time away from keeping their arena up and running. That's why he counts on Grainger to get everything he needs, from lighting and HVAC parts to plumbing supplies, all in one place. And with fast, dependable delivery, he's stocked and ready for the next tip-off. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Hey guys, Mark Schlereth here. In a world where dealerships come and go, one name has stood the test of time. Bozarth and Celebration Chevrolet, proudly serving Colorado since 1987 as the longest owned Chevy dealer in the state. From a huge selection of new Chevys to quality pre-owned vehicles, plus a team committed to treating you right, it's no wonder generations of Colorado drivers keep coming back. To see all the specials, visit BozarthAuto.com today. Again, that's BozarthAuto.com. Bozarth and Celebration Chevrolet. Experience you trust, service you deserve since 1987.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's Zach here for 5280 Exteriors. Have you heard of something called WUI compliance or Wildland Urban Interface? It's a new statewide standard in Colorado. Starting this year, every home will be assigned a fire risk category. Some building departments will begin enforcing WUI rules, so your next siding, decking, roofing, or window project may come with new requirements. Call 5280 Exteriors today, and they'll walk you through the updates, help you stay compliant, and find out what zone you're in. 5280 Exteriors, the altitude of quality.
How was your break?
It was great until I stopped for gas. Prices have gone up almost $1 with no end in sight. I might have to start watching how much I drive.
That's exactly why I use Upside. I never pay full price for gas with the free Upside app.
Upside?
Yes, Upside. It's the free app that gives you cash back just for buying the gas you're already buying. So, even with the rising gas prices, I'll never have to limit how much I drive.
Does that actually add up to anything?
Just last year, I made over $200 with the Upside app.
Wow, that's serious extra cash. I'm downloading the free Upside app right now.
Download the free Upside app to earn cash back on the gas you're already buying. Use promo code THRIVE25 for an extra 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. You can cash out anytime, right to your bank account, or an e-gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code THRIVE25 for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first fill-up. That's THRIVE25.
Offers vary by user and location. Go to upside.com for terms and conditions.
Whatever the forecast, aches and pains can cloud up a perfect day. With just one pill, Aleve provides up to 12 hours of pain relief. So you're ready for sunny skies ahead. Use as directed.
This segment on 104.3 The Fan is brought to you by Trajan Wealth, your trusted local fiduciary advisors.
Stream Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth, Dover and Cecil, The Drive, and all your favorite shows on the Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan app. Powered by Advanced Tax Solutions. Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan. Online shopping.
I have great friends.
Are these paid friends?
Like my wife?
Yes.
Are they mail order friends?
Survival instincts.
I would be the easiest man in the world to kidnap. All you got to do is have a sign that says Schlereth, and I'm getting in.
And a little bit of gore.
I got attacked.
You got attacked?
Yeah, I thought I was going to have to get my finger or hand amputated. I mean, it was just gushing blood. Gushing.
It's Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth on Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
You know, I've worked together with you now for 10 years, and I learned something new every once in a while. Today I learned that much like Justin Simmons, when you retired, you had a full press conference.
I did.
At Dove Valley.
Yep. Saying goodbye.
Which I did not attend, apparently.
No, you did not. As I recall, not many people did attend. No, I don't. No, I think it was fairly.
I'm sure it was.
Yeah, well attended.
But as one texter put, why would the great Mike Evans be caught dead at Mark Schlereth's faux hog press conference? And I got to think about that. And yeah, my response would mean, I love you.
Uh-huh.
I love Stink.
Yeah.
But back then, how much interest did I really have in a fat old lineman who never talked to the media and now he wants his shine?
Yeah.
Pound sand, moron.
Yeah, right? I mean, that's, I think, a lot of people were like, I think some was just pure curiosity.
Yes.
Right.
I'm sure there was.
Like, I'm just going to go because I've never heard the guy speak.
He speaks.
Yeah, I've never heard him talk. Then I got up and, sure, I was dazzling, you know.
Johnny's going to be working hard today to try to find some
find
audio.
that. You can't find that audio, Johnny.
Well, we'll get him onto the dark web. I'm sure it's there
You
somewhere.
think it's on the dark web?
It might be. It's somewhere.
I don't want Johnny. Don't get on the dark web here at work, Johnny. I don't want.
No, don't do that.
Yeah, I don't want you.
And if people reach out to try to be helpful and say, hey, click on this link.
If you get a message from Coach Ivy, do not accept the message. Do not click the link,
No
Johnny.
matter how much matter how much Coach Ivy promises that he has.
Right. Just give me the last 4 of your Social Security.
And I'll give you a Schlereth speech.
Yeah. Yeah, don't do it, Johnny.
Don't do that.
Yes. Yeah.
Don't do that.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's get to some of our top audio. We'll get some good stuff here.
All right, great.
All right, so you know how John Gruden does his quarterback camps with all the prospects before every draft, and it's usually great video. And we had the stuff last week with the Baylor quarterback, how he doesn't like the clapping before
Gruden gets really mad
the
about
snap
that.
and all that kind of stuff. So here's what got unearthed is his visit, his sit down with Patrick Mahomes during the pre-draft process for Mahomes.
Well, why don't you square yourself? Why don't you get yourself in a better throwing position? Because you don't have to?
Exactly. Coaches say something to me all the time. They're like, I mean, when you need to get more downhill, but if you can make the throw, I guess I just make it.
What if I said to you, hey, there's some fundamental things we got to work on. You got to tighten up.
Yeah, I mean, no doubt. That's what I've been trying to work on. Is just.
Are you showing off here? Are you showing off at times?
I mean,
tell me.
No, I'm not really trying to. I'm just trying.
You are.
I'm just trying to make throws. I'm just trying to make some throws. And
no, you're showing it off. You're proud of it, and you want to show it off. Ain't that part of being a quarterback and being a great one?
You got to have confidence for sure, and you got to show what you got.
That's the greatest show I've ever seen. Run to your left, and you know what it does? It fills the stadium.
Yes, sir.
I mean, people love it. What's that thing they do?
Guns up.
I'm doing that. I'm sitting in my office watching you. I'm calling my friends around the league. I go, have you seen a kid at Texas Tech?
Yes, sir.
And you're feeling the buzz out there. People are talking about you. They haven't seen throws like this.
So there you go. There you go. And listen, don't get upset, okay? We now can be magnanimous when it comes to Patrick Mahomes.
Right.
Why? Because we own the Chiefs.
That's right.
Right?
That's right. They got us 16 times in a row.
Doesn't
they
matter.
did. Doesn't
Ancient
matter.
history.
What do we have? 3 in a row?
Something like that. Yeah.
I think 3 in a row?
Yeah. Won the AFC West.
Right. The Kansas City what's? Who's it?
While the Chiefs fans, Chiefs Kingdom was all excited about the draft, we were like, what a boring draft.
Right.
Even if we were picking at number 30, it's 30.
Oh, yeah. What do you guys got? 2 picks in the first round? That's what they do for sucky teams. Right?
So we can be magnanimous now.
Yeah.
But we made the pledge long ago, and we still want to make sure we follow through on the pledge. that whenever we say anything nice about Patrick Mahomes, we always follow it up with this.
I mean, it speaks volumes to this team and how much heart and determination that we have.
Phenomena.
Big finish.
Forgot about that song.
Well, I would say this might have been the first time we've played it all year.
Yeah, we
no
haven't.
joke.
We haven't had to.
We haven't played it in over a year, I think, because the Chiefs have sucked.
We've owned the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've just flat out owned them. I mean, hey, listen, when we beat them twice this year, that's going to be 4 or 5 straight wins.
Oh, my goodness. That was a close one. That was close.
Wow. Talk about the 11th hour.
I think I got so distracted by, Zach saying, Bo Nix will break his ankle again. And this time it's going to fall off.
Wow. That got escalated quickly. Man.
Well, it could happen. Day number 489 of the Zach by Sensitivity Smear campaign.
Nice.
It rolls on. More audio here for you. Here is Julian Edelman.
Jules.
Deion Sanders' favorite. Notice we're doing it here with Stoke gone. Don't want to hurt Stoke's feelings. But here's Julian Edelman telling a story that involves Derek Jeter and Michael Jordan.
We were playing the Super Bowl in 2014, and it was my first Super Bowl, and it's in Arizona. And Friday night before the game, you take your family out to dinner, and I roll up, and my parents and everyone's all in there. And I roll up, and Michael Jordan and Derek Jeter right there in line, and I go up to Derek. I go, hey, Mr. Jeter, Julian Edelman, I'm playing in the Super Bowl tomorrow. I just wanted to, meet you, say hello, how are you doing? And Jeter, charming dude, awesome, talking, oh, I can't wait to see you play. Jordan doesn't say a thing to me. He's like sitting right there. At the end of the conversation, I go to say, hey, nice meeting you. Miss Jordan, nice meeting you. Jordan grabs my hand and pulls me close and says, don't f it up, kid. I got a lot on you tomorrow. And then that was all I said. Made me love him even more.
I mean, that guy, the gambling stories with MJ are just jaw-dropping.
Yeah.
And think about how many have never been told.
Scared money don't make money.
But, yeah, he loved baseball, and it was always his dream to walk away from the greatest career ever in the history of basketball to chase his baseball dreams.
Yeah, after a three-peat. Yeah, where you could have won. You probably could have won 6 championships in a row.
Easily.
Yeah.
Easily. All right, finally, remember the Bud Light campaign, Real Men of Genius?
No, I love those campaigns.
You're going to have the earworm in your head all day long. But anyway, proof that the internet's undefeated. They made one with Mike Vrabel. And you're welcome.
Bud Light presents Real Men of Genius.
Real Men of Genius.
This offseason, we salute you, Mr. Strictly Professional Hot Tub Guy.
Mr. Strictly Professional Hot Tub Guy.
While others use the spa to soothe their aching hamstrings, you use 104-degree water to go off the record until the entire news cycle explodes.
Just 2 pounds relaxing.
Ah, the beauty of Sedona. Red Rocks, the breeze, the sounds of Mr. Kraft firing DJs for talking about a scandal that supposedly never happened.
Scrap the internet.
Each night, a magical revelation of erased Twitter feeds and leaked photos, and a wife who just called a divorce lawyer.
Deflategate 2. Strictly Professional.
Bud Light Beer in Husabush, St. Louis, Missouri.
Dude, that is...
Let's scrub the internet one.
I love just 2 guys, just 2 pals relaxing. Oh, my gosh, that is good.
Oh, man, when I stumbled across that one, yes, I went, ooh, we're grabbing that one for the show.
That is good. That is good. That's fun. That's just good
That's
fun.
just good clean humor.
I'm sure that Vrabel appreciates it.
I'm sure Bob Kraft will reconsider and let those 2 guys that he got fired get their jobs back, right?
Oh, yeah.
Boy. But let's be honest about something here. I don't think it's just the Patriots that want this thing to go away.
Oh, I would imagine there is a lot of people with vested interests in this story just finally dying.
Fizzing away, right?
Yes.
Nothing to see here.
Right.
Yes. No. Agreed. All right. Nuggets tonight?
Yes.
In the nothing to gain, everything to lose game tonight, game 6, as you have dubbed it. So.
By the way, Johnny just sent us Timberwolves status report for injuries. Questionable. DeSumo, right calf soreness. Highland, left knee soreness.
Payton Watson has been ruled out for game 6.
Right.
Aaron Gordon will be...
He's not playing.
Gordon? Honestly... I mean, would you rather roll with the uncertainty of Aaron Gordon or just, hey, let's ride with Spencer Jones and see if he can't continue that momentum from game 5?
Spencer's giving you better energy, better defense, and he's shooting the ball better. I'm going to say, hey, Aaron, we're going to take our time on this one. We're going to get you. Right. We're going to get you.
Yeah, no, I've nothing wrong. But they do win.
I think they will.
I think they win.
They would.
All right. Gut check time, Nuggets. Show us what you're made of. Win over your critics, and boy, they are legion right now. We've got Dover and Cecil coming your way next.
The Nuggets head back to Minneapolis with everything on the line in Game 6. Denver Stars have been punched, pushed, and challenged at every turn in this series. And now it's about response. Can Nikola Jokic reclaim control and drag the champs back home for a Game 7? Can Jamal Murray find that late series magic again? Or will Minnesota smell blood and close the door behind that ferocious defense? Nuggets, Wolves, Game 6. Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan. Denver's playoff headquarters.
Hey, Brandon Stokley here. Every spring, we tune up the lawnmower, check the sprinklers, get everything ready for the season. But your financial plan needs a tune-up, too. And Trajan Wealth is the team to do it. When I met with them, they took a deep look at my retirement plan and showed me opportunities I didn't even know I was missing. It was like tightening every bolt and sharpening every blade. Suddenly, everything just worked better. They're fiduciaries, so their advice is built around what's best for you. That's why I trust them. That's why I'm a client. And that's why I love Trajan Wealth. They're going to come up with that plan specifically designed for you, your goals, and your needs, because everyone's a little bit different. Give your finances a spring tune-up with Trajan Wealth. You can visit their offices in Broomfield, Greenwood Village, or Loveland, or give them a call, 720-204-8100. That's 720-204-8100. Or you can find them online at TrajanWealth.com. That's TRAJAN Wealth.com. Trajan Wealth. Plan smarter, dream bigger. Advisory services through Trajan Wealth, LLC, SEC Registered Investment Advisor, and additional services through Trajan Estate and Trajan Tax. Actual client, paid advertisement. Additional disclosures at TrajanWealth.com.
What's up, cousin?
I want a new phone. Have you seen any good deals?
Everyone has free phones, but when I switched to T-Mobile, I got more value and so much more.
Like streaming included.
And travel benefits.
And the best part? The price of your talk, text, and data is guaranteed for 5 years.
Get more benefits and more value. At T-Mobile, families save and get a 5-year price guarantee. Switch now at T-Mobile.com. Qualifying plan requires price guarantee on talk, text, and data. Exclusions like taxes and fees apply. See T-Mobile.com.
A lot of personal injury lawyers make claims about how good they are. But how do you know who's the best? At Berg Simpson Injury Lawyers, we've helped Coloradans for 50 years, and our results speak for themselves. We have 29 best lawyers in America, 19 super lawyers, and we're one of the National Trial Lawyers' top 25 most influential law firms. Compare us to other firms, then call Berg Simpson.
If you've been injured, call Berg Simpson for free now at 303-790-2525. BergSimpson.com. Good lawyers changing lives.
AutoNation knows that the joy of having a car is in the going.
Off we go!
And we make it easy for you to go. Now get a special cash bonus match on your favorite new vehicles. Your $1,000 down becomes $2,000. $2,000 becomes $4,000. Plus thousands of fuel-efficient vehicles are at AutoNation. $1,000 becomes $2,000. $2,000 becomes $4,000. So go to AutoNation now. Hurry! Offer ends April 30th. Store matches up to $2,000 based on customers' contributions. See store for complete details. Expires end of month.
It's the weekend, and the last thing you want is yard work. At Waterloo Turf, they help Denver homeowners trade lawn chores for more free time. No mowing, no watering, no mud. Just a green championship-level lawn all season long. Perfect for kids, pets, and backyard get-togethers. From backyards to putting greens, Waterloo Turf installs premium artificial turf built for college